Good morning, good morning. Or afternoon now, huh? It's like noon, so it's afternoon. Let's see who we have in here. Ouch. I'm kicking stuff. Christy Betts. Hello, hon. How are you doing? And Robert, Homestead Aquarius. We need to get you doing lives. Someone named Big Dreams. I'm kidding. Free Hanley Maid, you're Nisi, right? I think I got that right. It's a crisp 36 degrees Fahrenheit here, and I've got my hot chocolate in my favorite cup trying to stay warm. It is, what is it? It's like 57 degrees here. Hang on, let me clear all these notifications. Yeah, it's like 57 degrees here. So it's perfect outside. It's just super windy, and putting up a tower or trying to build a patio cover with trying to put up posts for it is just not going to happen today in the rain. I mean, the wind. Minnesota gal, hello. That's Luann. I'm still trying to put names and faces together. So, kind of windy and nasty outside here too. Tomorrow we will get to see sun. Yeah, we're supposed to have sun tomorrow. And I think the winds pick up back up again on Monday and Tuesday. And then we have a bad rainstorm coming in Wednesday. Good morning, Bullfrog Backyard Homestead. Finally enjoying a windless day. Bullfrog Backyard, did you ever get to 100 subs yet? Almost 50 and sunny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think fall is definitely in the air. Hi, Southern Roots. Oh, it's drizzly there. Ooh. I hope I don't get any drizzly here. Oh, you're Patty. Oh my gosh. I'm never going to get these names right. Then Lou Ann is GM Flower. And I've been mixing the two of you up for some reason. Let's see. 75 there. Where are you at, Bullfrog? I want to be there.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh, good afternoon, everybody.
I know, I did the same thing. Let's see, Southern Roots. Okay, I said hi to everybody in here, but I want to know where Bullfrog is at 75 degrees. I want to be there.
That's Florida. Hey, Free Handy Maid. Hello, everybody. Everybody is here. Homestead Aquarius, how you doing? Minnesota gal.
Minnesota gal is Patty. I just learned that because I called her Luann.
Which Patty? Is 1,000 patties now?
No. I don't know where your ball is. No, stop
it.
Where is it?
Who? Okay, Patty.
Hang on.
Which Patty? Is that her name, Patty? Hey,
I didn't get her ball for she barked through the whole thing.
Hey,
hi, Johnny. It's the live stream monster. Oh, 75 subs, but actually 70 there. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, okay. I'm like, where's it 75 degrees at? I want to like drive there just to get warm. North Central Texas. Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, Freeway man. Yep. Hey, Johnny. Southern Roots.
This is just a pop-up live, so I shared it out, but I didn't tell anybody I was going live.
Yeah.
Well, except for Microfarmer here.
Yeah.
So what's everybody been up to?
Hey, I just did just clean my backyard a little bit. It's raining up here. Windstorm, rainstorm. Been going on like this for about 3 days now. 3 easy days of rain.
That just left here. You're everywhere I look, Microfarmer. That's how to do it, though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know me. I try to do what I do. Why does the sea keep going down? Maybe I'm getting too fat. Something. I think the girls mess with this. Yeah. Okay. Let me fix. I
Well,
don't
he's
know.
fixing the seat of his pants.
Huh?
Mine's
No,
broken. It just goes all the way down. It doesn't have that little thing that
yeah, it
pumps it
does.
up anymore.
No, I'm just trying to figure out why. All right, there we go.
Put it in the
Well,
pasture
whatever.
and bring it up to the shed today, waiting on Mr. Handsome to get home. You know what? Cutting wood in the pasture, though, and bringing it up, that'll warm you up really good. Studying narcissistic abuse, you asked. Oh, my. I don't need to study that. I've been around it too much.
Never mind. Graham crackers and apple juice, y'all. Graham crackers and apple juice.
Microfarmer is a young man sowing his live oats. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know. I'll just clean up.
Oh,
Look like Halloween's gonna get rained out here. So
Nisi, all my crochet stuff is in storage, like all my crochet hooks and my yarn. I think I left all the yarn in Washington, but all the crochet hooks are in storage. And I have been like itching at trying to do a crochet project because it keeps my hands busy and makes it so I smoke less or not at all. And last week I won a crochet kit from Garden State Gardener, and I'm still waiting for that to come in. And then yesterday I went to town and a friend of mine gave me bags of yarn. She let me use her crochet hooks. So I've got tons of crochet stuff I could start doing. I'm so excited because like I said, it just keeps my hands busy. So when your hands are busy, you're not stuffing stuff in your mouth and you're not smoking. We cleaned the maintenance room because we took the job of cleaning the sidewalks this winter and getting a garage in a few weeks. Woohoo. Oh, that's going to be nice. The car inside for the winter.
yeah, that's cool.
David says you got too much junk in the trunk.
Yeah, probably, but no, but it's probably the girls. The girls probably messing with the chair. And now it's good. It's good.
Free Hanley, I have not crocheted since my mom passed away. So it's been probably a year since I got to crochet, and I'm just itching to get them out. Got a bunch of hooks if you need some. I have a whole wooden box full of hooks somewhere in my storage. I have no idea. I mean, and I can't, my storage is so full that I can't go over there and move stuff around to get it out, to see what's where. So I hope you are not having to deal with one. Oh, okay. Or she's going to school for it, Robert. Okay, I'm caught up on good morning, David Potter, by the way. Yeah, I think there's too much junk in my trunk too because my chair has sunk and it does not, I can lift it up and then as soon as I sit down, it just goes right back down. It's broken and it hurts to sit in it long. So I need to get a new one. I really need to stop smoking, quit for 8 years and started back up again. Christy, I have quit and started again so many times. And it was like, I quit for 5 years and started again. I quit for 4 years and started again. And each time I go to quit, it gets harder and harder because you always think, I could quit again later. So I need to just quit. It's been 30 years.
Minnesota girl said she knits and sew and do embroidery.
Nisi, I can crochet with my eyes closed. I mean, when I was talking to my friends yesterday, they said they have crochet hooks with the light on them. And I'm thinking, why? I never even look down when I'm crocheting. I just do it. But yeah, I'm pretty good and pretty fast at crochet. Never learned to knit though. I tried and there's like 2 needles and a string that you're trying to hold and the needles fly everywhere and it was not pretty. So I gave up. Love to crochet in the winter. I love to crochet year round. Knit, sew, and embroider. Yep. I don't knit, but I sew, I embroider, I do the cross stitch, I oil paint, I do wood projects, I do wood burning. I do so much, but it's all in storage. You guys have never seen that part of me. Cigarette smoking is very tough addiction. I've been able to give up candy and sugar and all kinds of other stuff, but the cigarettes is so hard.
Hello, Mary in Texas.
Hi,
Hello.
Mary.
Good afternoon.
Do you have content of your crafts? Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, this is Minnesota. What Minnesota gal just said. I usually have so many crochet things that I'm like trying to find people to give them away to.
Oh.
So it's like, here, you know, people come over to visit and it's like, here, have this blanket, have this, have that. I just started learning how to quilt. Yeah, I've done quilting. I just finished my first quilt, a small baby quilt. Oh,
Is it quilting or is this patchwork? Is that the same thing, patchwork or quilt?
Yeah. Well, when you do a patchwork quilt, you're taking different pieces of material and patching them together. Yes, Dilly is a pain in my. She wants to be outside, but it's too windy out there. Just started to quilt by hand. Yeah. My mom, my grandmother. Well, I don't know that my grandmother quilted. I know my mom and my aunt were really, really big on quilting, and so I finally learned how to quilt piece by hand and quilt by hand. Yep.
Right.
In fact, after my mom passed, she had so many quilting books. And my sister's like, "Do you want these?" And I'm like, "No, I already know how to do that stuff. I don't need it. I'm trying to lighten my load, not add more."
Yeah.
So yeah, I have so many hobbies that, you know, not just building, but I have so many other hobbies that I feel like I haven't been able to do in years because I was too busy building a house.
Now, did
I
you say
can't
your
wait to get
door?
back at it.
You say your door is leaking.
Huh?
Did you try? What's that joint? The rubber thing, the spray can, the Flex Seal. Did you try Flex Seal yet?
I feel is no. What we did was we put a gutter up there. We sealed the gutter that was up there. We put some flashing up there. I put Lexol sealer all around the door. And it's still coming in somewhere, and we think it's coming in the roof behind the wall. So the next step now is to coat the roof with the rubber coating. With it's like Flex Seal, but it's I can't remember the name of it, but the whole roof needs to be coated because when they move a mobile home, all those joints crack open and
Yeah, probably a screw or nail moved, so it's just seeking water going to seek in wherever which way it can come in. So it might be like said from the roof
there
from a
ain't
nail
no
or
no, there are no nails or screws in this entire mobile home. It is all made up with glue and staples.
the roof.
Tons of staples. Yeah. No, the outside of the roof is screwed along the side with the gutters, but yeah, the rest of the trailer, it's all staples and glue. They didn't use any nails or anything.
Oh my God.
25-pound pyramid mix laying next to me. Oh my goodness. Christy, that must be warm. Yep, Minnesota. She says, I love to refinish wood furniture just like to keep busy. Long, cold winters here. Yep. I'm right there with you. I've redone furniture, repurposed stuff, all that. I like taking stuff that's old and yucky and making it nice again. So I could do a video just on photos of stuff I've done in the past. Hello, Gail.
Hello, Gail. How you doing?
Yeah, I could do a video of just past projects that I've done, and it would be an hour long.
Yeah. So I know you didn't get a chance to talk about the property that you purchased because we was so busy in that live. So did you get the property next to you and stuff or across from you saying?
I got the ones that back up to my back lot here. And they came out to a little over a half of an acre. Okay. So now my total land holding is over 2 acres. Not all of them connect here. Some of them are.
Hold up. Did you get the one across from you? I know you were saying something about one is across from you. Yep. You got that also?
I got the one across from me. Now I'm going to see about buying up the ones that are still owned by other people that are right next to that.
Yeah.
So eventually I'd love to own all this whole street so nobody has a reason to come down this street. It'll all be my land.
You want to make your own gated community? That's what you're trying to say?
Put a gate up,
Put a gate up
the
there.
block here, and yep. Now I
So you
can't put a
own all
gate up
back
there
here.
because they won't grade it for me. So but yeah.
Trying to make our own gated community. Ain't that a mess with only one person and 2 dogs? Right? Come on. Our own gated community.
I do a gate, but I don't really like gates or fences. I came out here to see nature, not have boundaries or whatever. So I don't really want to look out my door and see a fence.
You just said it won't be no reason for a car to come down that way, so that'll make you paranoid.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Barb's Country Home. I could so do a mail call in this video too, guys, because
do a mail call.
Okay, let me see. You guys want to see what? Well, I told you about
mail
the yarn
call.
I told you about the yarn that I got, right? So I got the yarn and I won that sloth crochet kit from Garden State Gardener. I'm still waiting for that to show up. But Barb's Country Home sent me a sticker. This is the first sticker I've gotten in the mail in a long, long time. No, that's not true because I got one from Victoria also, but I need to do a sticker board. So you guys see that?
Oh,
so I got that.
Right.
And then, but wait, there's more. And then Gail made me cry because Gail Southern Living sent me a Lowe's card.
All right.
Absolutely awesome because I'm getting ready to go to Lowe's. Lowe's is like a 2-hour trip from here.
Sheesh.
Yeah, well, it's like 4 hours round trip to go to Lowe's. It's like an hour and a half there. And then you shop and then drive back an hour and a half. But I have to go down and get more insulation and a wire fishing wire for running wire through the ceiling, and I have a long list of stuff that I need to get. So 2x4s, all that good stuff. So that is going to come in huge. It came at a perfect time, Gail, and thank you so much. It was much appreciated. Hi, Nana's Crazy Life.
Hello. Hey, Homestead Family Reclaim. Thank y'all for the ones who stopped by in the live last night. That pop-up live I did. It was bananas. Fun, but bananas.
I don't check my mail very often because it's all the way down in town. And so when I go to town, like once every 2 weeks, then I go check it. But I am waiting on another package, so I'll go check it again later this week. So they might have been sitting in there for a week. I don't know.
Wow.
We just got a letter.
I know, right? Blue's Clues. We just got a mail call. Mail call. There you go, Blue's Clues. Let's see. Blue Farm. Hello, Blue Farms.
Yeah, I actually cried when I opened Gail's letter because I was just in shock. It was really, really a great blessing.
So you beefing up your home because they normally what 2x3, so you're doing 2x4s. You changing them out.
Yes, except for the wall right back there. Can you see it?
Yeah.
That wall is just between the bedroom and the living room or kitchen or whatever. I make that room on the other side, and that one is just going to stay 2x3. There's nothing wrong with it other than it needs new sheetrock.
Yeah.
But all the exterior walls were already 2x4. So just when I rebuild this
that must be an old trailer because that must be an old trailer because they don't make those things out of 2x4s no more. They 2x3s.
No, they use 2x6s now. This one's a 98 with 2x4. The ones way back in the 70s, 80s, those are 2x3s. Hello, Huga Homestead, watching your tour, Microfarmer. I didn't get to watch his tour yet. Hello, Emerald Dreamer.
Oh yeah, I dropped that video because a lot of people ask me. They don't know you're new to me, and somebody in the comment asked me why do I call myself Microfarmer when they saw one of the videos, and I was like, if you go to the definition of farm, it explains exactly why I'm Microfarmer, because I think a lot of people in their mind, they think when you say farm, you gotta have cows, sheep, goats. No, you gotta have growing, sustainable, self-sustainable,
Sorry, go ahead.
like livestock, vegetables. You feed your family. They actually have where you might sell some crops for $1,000. That's what the FDA, the USDA consider a farm. So a farm doesn't mean you have to have acreage. A farm doesn't mean you have to have a sheep or a pig or a cow or a goat. To qualify for a farm is self-sustainable and some type of livestock, which could be a chicken, it could be a goat, it could be quail. It has to be a livestock and fruits and vegetables or some type of vegetable you grow to sustain. That what makes a farm. So when I say micro farmer,
I can change my name from homestead then to farmer.
Yeah, because a lot of people somehow their mind thinks a little, I don't know, but they go to that dictionary and understand what consider a farm, what is a farm. But a lot of people associate farms with acreage and a whole lot of animals.
Christy,
but
I had to make Ninja Turtle cupcakes for my son's birthday in kindergarten. So yep, there my kids are right there in that. They watched a lot of that. Sorry.
Ninja Turtle.
Cupcakes
too. Yeah. So, so I know some people say homestead. It depends on what you feel that you want to be called. You can be called the homestead. You can be called a gardener. You could be called the farmer. Because people even call themselves farms. They'll go so-and-so farms, like they own 10,000 farms. But no, they just put farms on the back of it. For whatever reason, the S. I don't know.
Okay. Let me tell you something that this old man told me a long time ago. And I think I talked about this on a live chat or something recently. But I told him I was going to try to quit smoking. And he got really mad at me. And he threw a newspaper down on the ground. And he said, try to pick that up. And I went, okay. And I bent over and I picked it up. And he said, there's no such thing as try. You either do it or you don't. I go, stop talking about it and just do it. So when I saw I'm going to try, don't try, just do it. You learn from your failures and it's all good. Junkyard. What did I miss here?
Yeah, what junkyard? I don't know who you're talking about.
I missed that one. My name isn't homestead or farm. It's opening. You know what? Maybe I should change mine to Big Dreams Living. Like Gail Southern Living. I could be Big Dreams Living. Just because I feel like sometimes the homestead thing, you kind of get the stigma of it's just homestead, and that's not what my channel's about. So
there you go. But a lot of people change their channels. Take it from me. You change your channel up.
Oh, nice. Okay, true. And I quit before I just laid it down. Yep, you either do it or you don't.
Yeah.
I binge watched all your home build last night and have done a wonderful job. Lots of hard work, so worth it. It will be. I mean, I have obviously, look behind me. I have like a whole bunch more to do. I have no bathroom right now, no kitchen.
Like they say, Rome was not built in a day.
Well, I do have a bathroom. It's that box right there. And
poor puppy gotta watch you. The poor puppy has to watch that, y'all.
She follows me in there anyhow. It doesn't matter.
Poor puppy. Now.
Oh, my channel has changed so much. When I first started, if you go back and look at my first videos, I was going to move into a travel trailer. I was going to redo that, live in the travel trailer and go travel the US. And then it went to, okay, I'm going to live in the travel trailer and do a tiny home because mom had a stroke. And then mom passed away, and now it's sell the tiny home, and now I'm doing a mobile home. I sure hope this is the last home I ever have to do, because I want to get back to the fun. I mean, this is fun, but I want to get back to the stuff where, I could sit here and crochet at night or work on another hobby instead. Do I like pepperoni pizza? Yes. Oh, that was an off the wall one. Big dreams in the, you know what? That would be cool, huh? Big dreams in the woods. Nike it, just do it. Exactly, Tim. Okay, why is this so slow? Thank you for helping her. Yes. Sorry, I'm out of it. How to choose everything. Positivity. Yes, that's huge. Weren't we just talking about that, Homer? You hang around negative people and you start thinking negative. You hang around
I had a
positive
few
people.
things about that. We talked about that. This is the rule of life that I'm just going to give. Some people here might not need to hear this, but it's alive. They can replay it, and whoever comes later. The rules of life is this. This is what I learned. You align yourself with positive people. You align yourself, or you look at channels that you're going to grow your life. Invest in yourself. Every day, if you have not done nothing to invest in yourself, you wasted a whole 24 hours, as far as I'm concerned. Try to be around people that's positive. If you're around negative people, chances are you're going to become negative. You're going to be living a idiocy. You just need to be around people that's doing something, positive. Like you learn. If you have not learned from somebody or learned something every day, learn something about something, you're wasting your time. Get a book. Listen, let me tell y'all, I'm loaded with books, and I pick them up. Not that I want to be a scientist. It's just you pick books up and you read them. You have the stuff in your home. When days like this, you're home, you're chilling, you're relaxing with a nice cup of tea, or line yourself up with good people. Try to line yourself up. It's hard. I know this world is hard to line up yourself with people.
Hello,
who's in? Oh, hey, Skinner Farm, how you doing?
Skinner Farms.
You try to live your life.
Your brain is constantly absorbing things. So if you're around people that are negative or gossiping or just bashing other people or whatever, your brain's soaking that up, and eventually you
become that.
acting the same way. If you're around people that are Christians and don't swear, I notice swearing. If I'm around somebody that swears a whole lot, I suddenly start swearing a whole lot, and I don't like to swear.
Yeah, that's me.
But
I
if
swear
I'm around
a whole lot.
So and then you're constantly learning. So I can either sit in front of a TV and watch some mind-numbing garbage on TV, or I can sit in front of YouTube and learn how to clean a gun or
learn something. Don't be in people. Don't watch people to look for the negative stuff, because if you're a creator, like some of these channels are creators, do not take the negative stuff that you see on other people's channel and try to go over and talk about it later. You wasted your whole life. That means you have no thoughts of your own. You're looking for something that maybe I would say, and you're like, you heard what Microfarmer said, and you just went over to your channel and just to have a whole discussion. That is bad news. That is what Trump said, fake news. You have wasted your time watching somebody else. If you don't like certain people, why waste your time investing your time to watch them? Like, if I don't like gays, I'm not going to the gay parade. I'm not going to a gay bar if I don't like gay. If I don't like Caucasians, I'm not going to where a lot of Caucasians are. If you don't like black folks, don't go to a Black Lives Matter meeting. Stay away. You don't need to talk about them. They don't matter. Stick with the people that's going to empower your life. You're going to learn how to grow, whatever you need to do, become an entrepreneur, a landowner. Like you see, Ann is out there doing it, y'all. She's not a rich lady, but you know what? She is showing you that she's a lady of age. She's out there on her own.
A lady of age. I love it. Sorry.
and she's doing it. You know what I mean? So that right there might encourage other ladies who might feel they trapped and cannot do it. She's encouraging you to get out there because she's showing you she's doing it. She's going to the auctions, whatever, getting the land. And like I said, she's not rich. She ain't super rich. You don't have to have a lot of money to buy a piece of land. You just need to get around people. You need to get around people who's going to show you instead of talking about you. Show you how to get where you might want to be. And then you can take it from there. You ever see the space shuttle back in the days? The space shuttle piggybacks on a rocket to get where it need to be. That's how you got to be in life, as far as I'm concerned. That's how I got to retire at the age of 46. I sat down, I opened my mouth.
I did it at 39.
Well, I put my 25 years. Huh?
I said, you're slacking. I retired at 39.
All right, knock yourself out. I mean, I could retire before that, but I retired with my girl. But see, mine was optional, but I put my 25 years in, and it just happened. The girls were born, and I went there. They were like, "You could have been left." I could have been left because here it goes. Let me give you the head up on that. Retiring at the age of 46, you still have to pay into your Social Security. Do not think you're going to retire at these type of young ages and don't have to keep paying into Social Security. So when you pull your money out of your stocks or your little investments, please pay your Social Security every year. So at least if things do hit, well, anything can happen. I'm just going to please, people, don't take it like literally what I'm saying. Pay your Social Security because that hopefully it's not guaranteed, but it's like a bond insurance. Yeah, because I know somebody's going to say, well, Social Security, they talk about cutting it out. I mean, yeah, whatever. But you know, it's like car insurance. You better have it. You better pay for it and have it than don't have it. Don't pay for it and don't have it. So, yeah, so definitely, you have to keep paying into that. Yeah, you got to have a plan. It's like an insurance plan. Social Security is like an insurance plan. You might need it. You might not need it. Like me, the way I'm going is going to be extra money. For me, Social Security is going to be extra coins for me. Not that I need it. It's mine. I paid into it, but my stocks and everything can go to kapoo. Well, I'll hope to have some insurance, but that might be gone too. And then that's when Microfarmer comes in fact. You keep your chickens, you keep your vegetables going. You learn survival kits. You learn survival again. You learn from certain people out here. So you can survive and you meet good friends because you never know. You might have to run over there to, Ann might not take you in, but you might meet a good friend that might pull you and let you go ahead and stay on the other side of that acreage that she got there. So that's why I tell people when I say I purchase land across America, there's not developed land. There are lands that are raw. I'm purchasing it in case something might go wrong. But really, I'm purchasing it for my great grandkids. Because a famous, I think, is Warren Buffett. One of the guys say, buy land because they're not making no more of it. So if you can purchase land, don't look at yourself that you're going to go build a house on. Look at that little grandchild you love, that you claim you love, and you love your grandkids. Your kids might not want it, but leave it to your grandkids. And he might not need it either. But you left them something back here besides just your your memories. Leave them something back here.
Aaron, it's Homer's fault.
No, because I'm so sick of certain people always say, nobody gave me nothing, so I'm not giving you nothing. Nobody left me nothing, so I'm not leaving you nothing. That mentality is the wrong mentality to have for your lineage, for your family, your grandkids, or your great grandkids. See, everybody loves Walt Disney. Even my wife. You see what Mr. Walt Disney did? That man been dead for almost 3 decades. But his great grandkids will survive off of his dreams. Like you see, she got this thing, big dream homestead. Her dreams, I don't know, she has children, grandchildren might come along the deck. I don't know. But you know what? She had a dream. Walt Disney had a dream with a little black mouse. And look how big that is. Every grandchildren that's born in the Disney name and bloodline gets a cut. And that man's been dead for almost 3 decades, y'all. I'm just saying, you got to think like that. You just can't say nobody never gave me nothing. I grew up poor and my kids going to grow up poor. You you gotta make a decision in your life to stop it. You know, don't be a little hens. You know, don't be them little hens. Don't sit there and just chackle, and talk about other people, and you're not straightening up your own life. You're not structuring your own self. I'm just saying. If you waste time talking about other people, you're wasting time not taking care of yourself and investing in yourself.
Exactly. I'd rather take that time instead of talking about somebody else. I'd rather take that time to empower myself.
Invest in yourself.
More and more. The pandemic knocked me down, and I came up fighting, started learning new things, and haven't stopped learning since. They sent out that what do you call it? That check that they sent us all. Oh yeah, the stimulus check. And everyone else was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy a TV. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that." I bought land. That's how I got out here, was that stimulus check.
But hold up, that's the whole plot. The government knows exactly what 80% of these people are going to do. Yep. They already gave Walmart, these big companies, millions of dollars, and they saying,
and then everybody went and spent their money there too.
No. That's the game. See, you got to know the big game. You got to know the big money. That's like me and you. You own Walmart, right? I'm the government. I'm like, and listen, I'm gonna give you $300 million. I'm gonna give you tax breaks, right? But I'm gonna give Gail Sutherland and Skinner Farm another 300 or another $800 million. And what they're gonna do? They're gonna run to you and buy a product from you and make you more richer.
Yep.
I already gave you 300 million on the deck, and they're gonna turn around and give you another 400 million because they're running like the sky is falling. They're buying TVs, they're buying cars, they're buying boots, they're eating lobsters, they're eating stuff, and then that money's gone. But you know where that money went? It went to Walmart.
Yep.
They got richer.
And now you know Walmart can't keep the stuff on the shelves.
So when I come down, I say, "Hey, Ann, I'm running again for election, Ann. I looked out for you, Ann."
If you call me Ann again, I'm gonna start calling you Ho. For short for Homer.
I don't mind to call Annie Ho. Annie Ho. The Annie Ho Show. The Annie Ho Show. I don't know.
Look at the views.
Hey, what is it? It's Annie. Angie. What is it now? You done mess me up, Ann.
Anne-Marie. My name
you want me to say the whole thing? Okay. All right, Tina Marie. All right, Tina Marie. All right, Tina Marie.
Oh my gosh.
Anna Marie. She need me to put the Marie because she want to know that she's part Spain. I don't know. The Marie.
Spain, I'm Scottish and Native American. I wasn't a prepper. Got caught at the store when everything shut down. Was crazy. We'll never be there again. Yep. I was a prepper in a way because I came from California where, you can have an earthquake and then I moved up to the mountains where you didn't want to drive down the hill every day to get food. So you just stocked up. For my Marine Corps birthday's coming up November 10th. Hoorah. Well, I told you my son's a Marine, right? Or actually he's out now. So I guess he's an ex-Marine. I don't know.
A Marine is always a Marine.
Yeah, that's what they say. He's Batman, he says. The look on his face. Yeah, when I said I was going to call him Ho, I'm going to every time. Every time he says Ann, I'm going to go, okay, Ho.
Hey.
Invested in metal. The Ann Ho Show. Oh my God, no. That's not how.
The Ann Ho Show. The Annie Ho Show.
Oh gosh.
That's a podcast right there, the Annie Ho Show.
No, I'm going to do a video on how I got land, how you buy land from the state tax land guy. And it's different in each state, but I'm going to do a video on that just to kind of show people that you don't have to have a lot of money. And when I went to that auction, there were 45 pages. Where's my I think I put it away. But I have a list of 45 pages of properties just in my county that went to auction, and maybe 60 of them out of the 450, 500 properties, maybe only 60 of them had bids on them. So there are tons and tons of properties out there, and the state wants to sell it because if they own it, they're not getting any tax on it. So they want to get rid of these properties, and they're out there. You just got to do your due diligence and check it out, make sure it's in an area that you want to be in. And if you want to be off grid.
That's if you going to live there. But see, here he goes. Technology in this country, in this world, is getting better every 10 to 15 years, right?
Yep.
There's going to be so much technology where clearing land is probably going to have a laser. You're going to put a laser on your back for $9.99, rent it from laser.com, and go out there with a laser and clear your land with a laser. Now we got to now use bulldozers, axes, chainsaws, bushwhackers, whatever you want to call, lawn mowers. But I guarantee the next 20 years, there'll be some type of laser ray, some gamma ray, something that can clear land within 30 minutes. You just go over there and it just zap it away. And we'll be 80, 90 years old. We're like, remember back in the day we used bulldozers? You don't worry about it.
I have been self-taught most of my life, even when I was in high school. So I graduated from high school 2 years early and was teaching the teacher the math that I was doing. So that's just my nature. I love to learn. I love to self-teach too, because I learn quickly. And I have this list in my book over here of things that I want to learn. Like if I think of something like, oh, I want to learn how to do that, then I write it down. And then when I have spare time and I'm not in somebody's live chats, which I've been backing off of the live chats just to give myself more spare time, I go and YouTube it and Google it. And I watch probably 10 or 15 different videos on it before I realize, hey, that guy said it's done this way, but it might not. Yeah, books. I want to start investing in books just so that if the internet's not available, I can still learn some of this.
You don't need no electricity.
I need that one. Send me that one.
You need no electricity. See, when electricity go down, all y'all internet people that get all your information, when the greatest minds still do paperback.
What was it called? The Herbalist Bible? I don't have that one on my list.
It's okay. Here goes the Herbalist Bible by who? Look at that name right there, John Parkinson.
Okay, wait. I don't know where my list is in here. I'll start a new page.
See that? John Parkinson got a hospital after him. You got to stay up on the times, people. So, see, I got them 7-year-old daughters that just saw on the live yesterday. Dad got to show them something unless I go. This is the backyard medicine book. See that, y'all?
I'm pretty sure I have that one on my list.
All right. Then I got this. I ain't never giving this away. This right here is awesome, y'all. I pick these books up when I go to Track Supply and I see a book that catches my eye. I don't care where I'm at. I'm purchasing it because, once again, if you follow Microfarmer, what they call it, passive income, I have a book out called Buck Fools, BUCKFOOLZ, right?
That's awesome, Jennifer. That's paying it back to yourself.
Exactly.
Buy materials, build raise beds so that you can feed your family. My thing here is that my taxes are going to be about, let's see, maybe $77 a year because of all the parcels that I have now. It's going to be $77. No,
$77.
Under $100 a year is what it costs me to live here. That, and if I stay hooked up to the electricity, it's $60 a month. So if my disability, because I am on state disability and then I have a pension, if my state disability disappears, no one's going to take this land from me. I still have this land. So then I just make sure that I can live off of this land.
How many of you in this live goes out on a dinner date with your wife or your spouse or whatever y'all do? You spend $100 on 2 dinners, entree, and a couple of drinks. You spend $100 and she's spending $100 for the whole year on a property that she owns, y'all. Think about that. Use your money wisely. And she just told you she's spending $70 a year to live on a property, which now she has, what you said, 2 acres of land for $70. That is less than a dinner date. The guy who's trying to courtship you, he's spending that much trying to get with you, whatever. He's spending $150. Being honest. I'm being honest. 5 dates with a woman. What? Who? Is that Viagra? What is that? What is that? Hey, Roberta. Oh, I thought she said Viagra. She said Roberta. No, hey, Roberta.
I might need more coffee. Maybe I'm slurring my words. Oh my
I
goodness,
just,
I'm behind.
but yeah,
Okay,
but
hold up.
see,
I was not brought up being taught that I could succeed. I rose above
ooh,
that, lost those negative people, and look out, world. Here I come. Exactly, Huga. I did not.
that's a
My mom was pretty good about encouraging us to. We weren't allowed to say I can't, stuff like that, because then we had to explain
but
why
I
we can't.
commend you, Hooger Homestead. I applaud you,
Yep.
and I think a lot of us appreciate that you decide not to let that toxic way of life that you came up around hold you down. A lot of people let that toxic lifestyle hold them down to this day. Oh, I was poor. I had a drunken father. My mama didn't really care about me. And they
Blame
just
it on their
keep
past.
using that. And I'm
Yep.
glad, Hugo Helmstead, that you did not let that stop you from trying to chase your dreams and make it happen for yourself. So that I commend you on. A lot of people don't do that. They'll just sit there and complain because that's the American way. We're going to blame somebody for our downfall, but then you got to look at yourself.
I love you,
Oh
Huga.
my God.
I have that
See
book.
what you started? See what you started, and
Okay, ho. Oh my gosh. That last one up again. Oh, the book. What was the last book you put up?
oh, the ultimate.
Sorry, I'm behind.
This
Ultimate
one,
Bushcraft.
yeah. Outdoor Life. This is an excellent, excellent, excellent book. It has long-term off-the-grid living. Oh, this is, and it's nice because it's got metal tips to it, so you don't even mess the edge of the book up. That's why I was like,
Okay,
in the
here.
book,
Roberta says we need to have the list of books in the video description. Actually, what you need to do, Homer, is do a video all on those books. Do one video and list out all the books, some of the books that you have. I'm sure you have tons. But
I
like
got
show
tons
all
of
the
them.
survival ones and then do another video on all the herbal ones and then do another video on all the growing ones because I'd love to see what other people are reading.
All right. I mean, this book yesterday, I had this book. It caught my eye because I know there's a lot of women that follow me. So this book, JT won from What Is She Up To Now? So she won this book yesterday, and those are things that catches my eye because I know there's a lot of women that follow Microfarmer. So that caught my eye to do a giveaway. I just had to pick it up.
Johnny, I am now in Arkansas. I'm originally from California in the Bay Area, or actually from Southern California, then the Bay Area, then the Sierras in California, and then I moved to Washington.
The bougie area, the bougie area. Yeah, she came from the bougie area. Yeah, the Bay Area. You know, that's why it was bougie, because they were like, babe, let me tell you something. That's why they call it the Bay.
My last comment on the taxes didn't show up, but I think there is more you need to do. I don't know what you mean, Pat. As I did. Okay, she cut the title. Took me a long time to realize I'm worth it. Yep. Or that I can do it. Because you also have that negative. That's why I'm very, very careful about who I allow, what I allow in my mind, in my space, in my, if there's gossip, I turn around, walk away, I'm gone. In fact, I'm to the point where if another person emails me on Facebook about some kind of gossip, I'm just deleting that person that's bringing me the gossip. I'm like, no drama zone, zero tolerance.
Try to align yourself. For everybody, seriously, and I know this community is excellent. There's some good people and there's some bad people in this community, but you got to try to line yourself up with good people. Line yourself up with powerful people. Align yourself up with people that you're going to learn something from. If you just learn gossip, see me as Microfarmer, my name is Homer, but everybody's Microfarmer.
This is Ho.
It's Ho now. Ho Microfiber, but it's the same person, right? You have to align yourself up with people that's going to empower you. Hey, Nikki, what's going on? Wait for your live at 7:30. Nikki's going to do a live at 7:30. It's her 1,000 subscriber live. There you go. Yeah, but
okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying, yeah, threw me off. And Anne Marie, you threw me off.
Look at Roberta says, lately I'm wondering how safe it is to be Anne-Marie's friend. You never know what kind of nickname she'll come up for us. Well,
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
The microfiber one, Chrissy did. But if he's shortening my name to Anne, he's going to be Ho. That's just how it is.
She wanted her whole name spelled out, you know, and she wanted it pronounced.
Blue Farm, I'm just over 2 acres now.
But I'm going to tell y'all something. Never trust somebody with 2 first names. That's what they always said, right? Wasn't that a saying?
Oh, all my kids have 2 first names.
They told you don't trust them. I'm just saying.
Oh, in Monterey. I loved going to Monterey. I was about 2 hours north of there. But okay, book video would be great. See, Homer, you still got 3 more days or 2 more days of this Vlogtober. You could get some book videos up.
I done fell off of Blocktober. Whatever that Vlogtober, it's too much stuff going on.
I only got to do tomorrow's and then I'm done.
Oh,
I did all 30 days so far. Brock, High Sinks Dance. You must be new. I haven't seen you in here before, but hello.
Yeah. So going back to that, everybody that's here, you know, make it your focus of why you on YouTube. Yes. If you on YouTube, you know, what are you here for? Because me, I'm mostly here for a little bit of teaching and more of entertainment. So you got to understand, what are you getting from the channels that you're following? Like I said, you as a person got to say, what is I'm getting from the person that I'm following? That will make sense. And I think that's, never set yourself short, because a lot of people set that goal. I want 4,000 watch hours and I want 1,000 subscribers. Think bigger. Think like, if I get that 1,000, I want another 5,000.
Yes, you know, Kim, I have a PC. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So that's the encouragement I want people to understand. Like, what are you here for? Are you here for entertainment, or are you here for knowledge, or are you here for the other stuff? I don't know. But
well, it can be both. You can be, I'm entertained every time I talk to Homer because he's so funny, especially if not microfiber. Harvey, what was his name? Harvey Price.
Right, Harvey Price. You see,
it's hilarious.
But see, here it goes. And we, you know, it's not about judging people. See, because if you start judging people, you don't know who they really are until you understand. Like, a lot of people might not understand Harvey Price, or because Harvey Price, trust what I tell y'all, people. That picture that sits on his icon thing, trust me, that's not him.
Oh no, it's not. That's the guy in London. That is.
So Harvey Price could be a young lady. Harvey Price could be a young 15-year-old. Harvey could be anybody. He could be your next door neighbor.
If you treat everybody with love, look at what happens.
Exactly.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So
yeah, if you treat them with love and kindness, even though they're the nastiest person in the world, or they could be, they eventually, that love and that smile.
Let me give y'all real life. It's not a person probably right now in this live have not been scarred. Life give you scars. That what makes you a better person. Yep. That makes people bitter. A lot of people in this chat right now has been scarred, and they keep it to themselves. So sometimes just a little, I got to keep telling y'all, you ain't got to love me, but care about me that much. Just care about me that little bit. People just want to know that somebody cares. A lot of people don't want the love. They just want somebody to just care a little bit. It's those kids that's in the foster care homes and been mistreated. They might not need all the love that you think they might need. They just need somebody to care. This is why we have donations. That's why we have programs.
Hold up. Huga, he's fine. As long as there's no bad words or nasty stuff, I'm not gonna worry about it. I think he's speaking a different language, which is fine.
Who?
There's someone that's saying stuff that's not making sense in English, but I have a feeling that it's using a translator, so don't worry about it. Sorry, let me just catch up here. Hi, Ben's Over Acres.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, that looks yeah, that might be a translator, you know.
I feel like it helps me to get to know their personalities. Amen. I have seen so many channels that didn't do lives, and they're just like really struggling because they put up a video once every 2 weeks or something, and nobody even knows them. So they don't have that connection. And I think the connection is important, especially if you're growing a community.
But
So
see, that's
many
what I'm talking
people, it's
about.
hard to choose who.
We
Exactly.
had
Well,
that conversation. We had that conversation yesterday. If nobody's seen it or listened to it, that's where Microfarmer comes in. I'm not in the click thing. I'm not in the click world, even though y'all see I rock with anybody. I rock with anybody who's going to come up and be respectful. You can come up if you're scared to go live or you want to come up and get to meet the community. Stop sitting in the backside because closed mouths don't get fed. I'm the guy that y'all see me. I'm funny. Might be a little off tasteful time sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. None of us are. But I'm willing to let you come up and just chit chat. Just like last night, John, Chalker? Hey, he went off about the other stuff, Bigfoot and all that. Hey, let him rock, let him be himself. I want people when they come to Microfarmer to be yourself. Don't try to put on no front. Come up here, say what you want to say. If you believe in UFOs, you believe in conspiracy theory, come on up. I don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's just that it does not bother me. If things bother you on certain people's channels, don't watch. It's just like what's her name? Minnesota gal said, she don't watch TV. All right, you don't watch TV. You don't like it. You don't watch the news. You don't watch Black Lives Matter. You don't watch the gay LGBT crew. If it does not fit your way of thinking, there's a million more people that think like you, and there's a channel out there for you. Do not come in these lives and trying to change people's lives or their perspective of thinking. That's their lives. That's their channel. If you don't like it, there's a million more down the road. Yep. You just got to find. It's just like you finding your spouse and your boyfriend and your girlfriend. There was a lot of guys in your high school that you could have dated, but you dated that one. There's a lot of guys that proposed to you, but you married that one. So you might have to kiss a lot of frogs to get to your prince. You know what I
mean? Christy, on the Harvey thing, just ignore. You know, some people are they're scarred because they've had stuff happen to them in the past. But I can't treat everybody that comes into a live stream or into my channel or whatever with the scars of what somebody else did before. And I'm not. So, yeah, I just walk away from that kind of stuff. If they're going to blast me for saying hello to somebody or whatever, yeah, goodbye. I'm not that way.
I'm not that way. I'm definitely not that way.
And then David says that he bought 300 solar panels and 4 marine batteries with his stuff. No, it's nice.
There you go.
Then you have, as long as there's sun.
Oh, if it ain't, hold up. If it ain't no sun, hey, hold up. Anybody here? That's why you gotta keep a bottle of Tanqueray in the basement somewhere. If the sun goes out, just kick your legs back.
Exactly.
And just drink your way on out of here. Because I'm telling you, the sun leaves this planet.
I don't know what lizard people are. She says, if you start talking about lizard people, I'm gone.
Oh, yeah. Listen, don't be gone. You might learn something. In case it does happen, you at least somebody gave you some knowledge. Like Bigfoot. I heard it.
Yeah, Robert, that one's gone now, so it won't be coming up anymore.
What's that?
Find your tribe. My problem is I'm part of like so many different tribes. That's why I don't do the little click things or whatever. Yeah. I'm Native American and I'm Scottish. I'm like a tribe person. You know, like it's in my blood. So
I'm a nomad.
I have a mind of my own. Yep, thank you. I question everything too. You know, you never know. Some of the rumors that go around are just one girl that got, you know, shunned by a guy or whatever and likes to put up all kinds of garbage. And then they get the whole mob mentality against this person because he didn't want to go out with one girl or whatever. I don't know. If they ain't affecting me, I don't.
If a person, if you're not learning from somebody, if they're not empowering you to do something or enriching your life, you're wasting your time on that person. That's just a toxic friendship or relationship. Yep. If they don't bring the best out in you, they don't make you smile. Every time you hear them, they always down and out. They always complaining about something. That is a toxic person. And you need to not say leave them alone, but you need to back up a little bit, fall back a little bit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, if you always holler at somebody and they go, girl, you know, I just lost my job. I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. That's everything all the time. That is a toxic friendship, relationship, whatever. You didn't cook the rice correctly. You didn't clean the house good enough. If they always complain, work your way out of that situation. Don't be scared. Don't live in fear. God got plans for you. Trust me. And he had plans for me. And half the time, I'm not even going to lie to you. Y'all see me? I think I'm looking, but God sent me another path, y'all, a real path. I don't really like to talk about it, but I'll tell you, I was walking the world blind, eyes wide open. You ever heard that movie, Eyes Wide Open, Blind Wide Open, whatever? You know, I was walking this world blind. I was walking this world like the Jolly Green Giant at one time in my life. And God woke me up and said, hey, no, I got plans for you this way. And don't know why, but he sent me this way. And I'm reaping the rewards. I am reaping the rewards of the Father, the Holy Ghost, the Spirit, Allah, Jah, Jihi, whoever y'all want to call him. The Creator has blessed me to be who I am and get to meet a lot of you guys and hopefully to bring smiles on your face.
Christy says mob mentality is very bad. You know, I watch the local news here on my phone, and there is a little girl. Well, I call her a little girl, 16 years old, that they started bullying her. The mob mentality happened. It was all over Facebook, and she wound up taking her life the other day. And to me, that was just so devastating because she's only 16 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her, and that mob mentality.
I know what you got to say, the mob mentality, but this is where I'm saying it. Parents, all parents and all grandparents, we got to get back into pulling our kids to the side, taking that walk, not at the kitchen table. She might not want to talk in front of her sisters and brothers. She might not want to talk in front of her father. He might not want to talk in front of his dad. You know, take a walk with your kids. Say, come on, let's go walking. Lose a couple of ounces, you know, walking with your kids.
Had just said that her and her daughter had just talked about suicide and stuff a few days before, and how her daughter had said, I would never, ever do that. And then a few days later, she did. And it was just that instant. And it's the bullying and the mob mentality. And I refuse to be part of the mob.
I'm going to tell y'all something. Dad is a thug. I'm going to whip somebody's chop. Like, let's go over there. We'll jump them. I got enough bail money. I will whoop on a 15-year-old or 60-year-old all day.
Don't be part of the mob, you know, just because so-and-so said something. I said this in my gossip thing, you know, just because you have a problem with Homer doesn't mean that, you know, if Homer's like this horrible person to you one day, it doesn't mean like that he's that way all the time. And it doesn't mean that he's going to interact with me that way just because you had an issue with him. So we don't like cut him off from society because one person had an issue with him. That stuff drives me nuts.
I had those people when I was in the workforce. I had those few that trust what I tell you, exactly hit it on the nail. This individual was a racist. He had a big old truck. The good old boys had a Confederate flag on the back of his truck. Me and him was the best of friends, right? At work, best of friends, right? People had a problem with him until that person treat me jacked up. Then we got a problem. But just because you have a problem, because some people don't like people. It's even whoever have a job, whoever have worked somewhere, don't you know you're the same way? There's certain people you be like, good morning. There's certain people you're going to be friendly with. And that person did nothing to you, but something about that person you just don't click with.
Yeah.
Anybody who had a job, I don't care if it was in a day camp, a campground, everybody that you work with, you're not going to be friends with. It ain't that they did something to you. It's just that it ain't going to be. It's just not.
Even if they did, even if somebody did me wrong, I don't want to cut them off from society as a whole, you know, and go around and tell absolutely everybody what a jerk this person was, because that person still needs their tribe. You know, they still need to.
Oh, now you do me dirty. Back in my young days, you did me dirty. Yeah, listen, you woke up a couple hours later. I mean, I went upside your chop. I'm just going to tell you. I wasn't the person to turn the other cheek. I'm just so sorry. You screwed me over. The supervisor and said, what happened?
I'm not saying that at all. If somebody screwed me over, they're cut out. They're gone. I have no problem with that.
Nah, you cut out, all right. You got hit. You got knocked out. You got knocked out. You didn't get cut
Okay.
out. You got knocked out.
But then I don't have to turn all of society against that person because they did wrong to me, you know,
Yeah.
and
I
I've
know
done people wrong
some
before.
women are different. Women are different, but some men are the same way. But I grew up where you disrespect me, you got jacked up. You got jacked up. That was like, you gonna learn tomorrow. You ain't gonna talk to me that kind of way. You just say,
Roberta, I agree with you here. It's the public schools, yes, but it's also social media. It's horrible on social media. And I am so glad that my kids, we have one computer and 8 kids in the house. There was very little social media going on for them. Thank God.
see,
I went to school in Japan and was bullied. Yep.
you
And I was
thank God.
bullied in school when I was little, but what's that background noise? Is that me?
Yes, you.
Why is it echoing?
But I'm just saying, that's why you got to have that talk with your kids. My kids know they're the sweetest little girls, but they know jump on them like bobcats, and we'll deal with that later. Don't let nobody pull your hair, call you name. You jump on them, not after school. You jump on them right in that classroom. Ping, pow, pow. And dad will come in and cuts a couple of people out, and we're going to straighten this out. Because when their parents come there, if I see a father, I'm decking him when he get in the office. Pow. Now, you're going to see your father get beat up, your mama get slapped up, and y'all going to leave them little 2 girls alone. We have that. I had that conversation with my older kids. We was fine. You don't go start trouble, but when it comes, you just like this. You just don't give them a 2-piece. Ping, pow, pow. Long as you ain't the troublemaker. You can't be the troublemaker now. If they say they're going to beat you up at the 3 o'clock, they go like this, 3 o'clock. Hey, my dad taught me, and I taught my kids the same way. If somebody go like this, 3 o'clock, forget about 3 o'clock. Jack them up right in that classroom. Soon he go like this, go over there, hit him right in the mouth. Wow. Now they're going to take you to the office.
But let me tell you, my daughter had a problem with some girls at school. And then I got a call from the principal that she got suspended. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because she's a straight A student, never caused any problems. She said, Mom, they were talking about me. So I sat there. She said she was eating a cup of noodles. And I sat there right next to the garbage can. And when she came to go throw that away in the classroom, my daughter busted her. She goes, now they ain't going to be talking about me no more because her mouth's all busted up. I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm not going to say anything.
I'm not that one. Because I think a lot of bully comes because our parents, these new parents, teach their kid not to fight in school. If somebody bothers you, go tell a teacher. I didn't grow up like tell a teacher. No. I didn't grow up that way. So my teaching, like my dad and my parents that came from the South, they didn't teach us that old go tell a teacher.
Oh my gosh, Chuck, where you been? Wait, I have
Chuck PC, what's going on?
I'm so worried about you because you didn't respond to my email. Hold on. Let me get it. Am I still in here or did I crash? I got it. You guys, there's this icon here. Yeah. It's a Charlie Brown icon. Yeah. We missed you, Chuck. Now, with my kid, my son was told, my youngest son, the Marine, was told, you can't fight on school grounds. So he just waited until after school and met him in the park.
We didn't wait. But me and my stepbrothers and sisters didn't wait till after school. You got jacked up right in that lunchroom, jacked up in social studies, math, arithmetic, whatever y'all want to call it. You got jacked up right where you stand.
Well, and I was bullied in school by this one girl, and I didn't know her story. I just knew that she was horrible to me. I mean, I'd be sitting there waiting for the bus and she'd come up and kick me in the face, and I was not a fighter. But years later, we became friends. And then we were at this dance and she went to go punch me. She got mad at me and went to go punch me, and I blocked her and I blocked out, and I apparently beat the heck out of her. And I was like 20. It was probably 23 or so, but I had never fought before in my life. But you know what?
Anne-Marie, for anybody who got a young kid that got kicked in the face like Anne-Marie just did, give your lunch up, your school lunch to that kid that's hungry, and he'll take it. I'll give you 5 lunches to whack her ass up, and that would be it. We had butternut.
Was she was terrified of me after that. She would never come in the room with me. She might be watching now.
A lot of people got beat up for that.
Hold on, let me finish. So she would not, every time I walked into a room, she would pack up and leave. after I beat her up.
Yeah.
And I had never fought. I don't know
All
how
you
to
had
fight.
to do, stand up.
Right?
Stand up. A lot of kids
So
got
then,
beat up
years later, we became
for a
I know.
cheeseburger
Hold
and a
on.
chocolate
And
milk. A couple of people got beat up. They 50-some years old now, but they can
let
tell
me
you
finish. I'm
a
gonna mute them.
chocolate milk and a cheeseburger got them beat up.
Time out. So years later, we become friends, and then I hear her story. And part of the reason why she was angry in high school was that she was adopted and she didn't know her parents, and her mom was she was born addicted or something. I mean, there was like this long story, right? And she had all this anger and she had no idea why as a teenager. And then fast forward to years later, and I have 3 kids, and she's been trying and trying and trying to have kids, and she can't have kids. And so she had all this pent up anger that she was never taught what to do with that. So now I know the story behind her. She's one of my dear friends now. I don't know if she's in here or not. If you are, you can put a
Let me tell
fake
you about a
screen
dear
name.
friend. Let me give you a little story about a dear friend of mine who's a police officer in New York City, right? He was like 3 years older than me. I was younger than him, and he punched me in my stomach, right? Years later, he's a police officer. Everybody knows he's a police officer. When I turned 19, he was a police officer. I whooped him out. Whooped him out. Badge on his check, on his neck, and his 9mm.
Me
Whooped
neither.
him out.
I don't
Now
take
we
no
the best
crap
of
from no
friends.
one now.
He been having that butt clicking coming to him for 10 years.
Thank you, Bullfrog, for coming in.
And friends and people that knew us was like, really? I said, I waited till I became a grown 18-year-old, 19-year-old guy to whoop his chops. I said, I'm be right now. I was like 8. He had to have been like 3 years older than me, whatever. He punched me in my stomach. I was like, oh. Like, all right. Took 10 years to get that butt kicking. He got that butt kicking, cop and all, badge and all on him. So they was like, you know, you beating up a cop, right? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. When I get to the courtrooms, if they arrest me, I'm gonna tell him he had that coming, Your Honor. He bullied me. He punched me. Yeah. So yeah.
Christy, I agree. Bullies are cowards, but there's also a backstory to all of them, and I don't automatically just walk away from bullies because they can learn too. My mom was what her career was her entire life was teaching domestic nonviolence. So all those guys that beat them up and then they got sent to domestic violence classes, my mom was the one who taught them how to not be violent and not be disrespectful and that, you know, all that stuff. So I think that there are a lot that can learn from it, you know, and they can learn how to be decent humans. So I'm not going to automatically just cut people off, but I'm also not going to tolerate being bullied. It's just nope, not going to happen.
Pass that on. Pass that on, people.
For coming in.
Oh yeah. Hey, Johnny, take care, everybody.
Okay, Tim, a friend told me about a bully that was bullying his brother. When his mom came to pick him up, she got out and grabbed a rock and hit the bully. I don't recommend underestimating a mama bear.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I'm right with you, Tiny. I'm right along with you. We're going to jack them up together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping the parent comes so I can beat the parent up. I don't really want to beat a kid up, but if the parent get there to the office, the principal going to have mad security. Like I'm going to beat the parent up, especially the father.
I was bullied by a teacher in high school. I was being bullied by a math teacher because he thought I was a know-it-all because I was. And he almost got into a fight with my mom, and my mom got up, like he got up in her face, and she's like little 5-foot mom, you know, 150 pounds. She just got right up in his face, and the principal's like, no. Like everybody back down.
But see,
but it was all about
you preferred it. You was a know-it-all. He probably got tired of you knowing it all. You probably made the man look bad.
He was an no, he threw a book at no wait, he threw an eraser at me because I was telling the girl behind me what lesson to turn in when the bell rang. And I got tired of it. So I threw the eraser back and then I threw my book back and then I walked out of the class and I went to the principal's office. But I was like 6 months ahead in that class. So I didn't care.
Oh,
and
you
then
wasn't just know-it-all.
Well, he suspended me and then we're sitting in the principal's office. And it's supposed to be a parent-teacher conference so I could come back to school. And my mom brought me. So the teacher was upset with that. My mom's like, it's about her. She's going to be here. And then she said, well, why did she get suspended? And he's like, well, she threw an eraser at me. And my mom's like, well, how did she get the eraser? And then he got up in her face. My mom's like, nope, ain't happening.
Wow.
So yeah. But she was really good about going to bat for me.
You know, you pushed that button, Anne-Marie. You pushed that teacher's button. He didn't just throw the eraser because he was just a bad guy.
Well,
You probably teased him off.
Okay,
you probably wanted to punch you in your head.
Like, you think you know it all, do this problem. And it was like a really difficult problem, but I'd almost finished the math book by then because I was bored. So I'd get up there and I'd finish the problem. And then it got to the point where he'd make a mistake, and so I'd make sure I pointed it out to him. Like, that ain't right, sir. So yeah,
you see that? You see what I'm talking about? And that's you're gonna blame the teacher. You was undermining the teacher. You was undermining the teacher, so you lucky you got the eraser. I probably would have went over there and punched you in the top of your head. Like, got it out already.
I might be the reason why he drank it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You undermined him. He probably went to his wife every night, said, you know, this little girl keeps aggravating the ping pags out of me, and I'm getting tired of her mess. She's always correcting me. She's always showing my faults, and she's a little snot-nosed little kid. He probably had enough of you, so he threw the eraser. I feel that man's pain right now. I feel that man's pain. Now you describe your mom, and you know what? And if I was that teacher, when I saw your mom, I'd probably went in my pocket and pull out $20. I'm like, this is where she get it from. Here you go. Here you go, sweetie. Go get yourself in the all right, he said, this is where she get it from. She get it from her mama.
She pulled me out of high school that day. I had to finish up high school in independent studies.
You ever see those kids? You look at the kid's parents and you know why the kid is the way he is, because the parents, you look at the parents like, oh, I understand now. Man, you understand why the kid's the way he is. The parent. My kids are good-hearted people. You look at me. He's a good-hearted person.
I don't know that wonderful, but I can do that stuff.
Yeah.
Probably because my parents didn't put up with that crap. They were like,
yeah, I'm a wonderful person. I help everybody, but at the same time, you're not going to run over me. That's for sure.
Thank you for coming in, Emerald Dreamer.
Yes, thank you. Drive to the store, pick me up something, and send me something. Pick up a bag of gummy bears for me.
I have a Kit Kat bar right here. I'm like, waiting on. It's not a Kit Kat bar. It's a Kit Kat bite, right? That's like that's super teeny.
Yeah, those are the snack ones. Those are the Kit Kat snacks. I got a bunch of them upstairs. I even got the Halloween ones.
Yeah, I got bit by the Halloween monster, and when I was in the store the other day, that's the second time this year. Hey, Drops.
So,
or Drop. It's Drop.
All right, we're gonna get off the bully tip. Now I'm gonna ask a question. What is people's plans for New Year? Where do you see your channel growing? What do you see for your channel for next year? For a lot of people that's here, that's creators, what do you see your channel? What's your plans for your channel to do? How are you going to be a better creator and get? Do you have what?
We have to have a plan for the channel.
Yeah, because okay, here we go. What I noticed in the community, a lot of people is just reaching for a certain goal. You never hear too many people talk about where they want to take their channel, how to improve their channel. Most people you hear that's small is worried about the 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 subscribers, right? And get monetized. But nobody really asks in these lives. Nobody really asks in these lives what your channel plan is. What are you trying to do to go past that 1,000, get to that 5,000 to 6,000?
I know what my goal is. Want to know what my goal is?
Go ahead.
To encourage as many people as I can. That's my goal.
Yeah. Like, what is your goal? Okay.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I notice a lot of people don't ask that question. They just, doing the watch hours and 1,000, and it seems like that's their finish line. What is the goal here? To teach people the knowledge?
I don't want to grow my channel so much that I can't respond to every message that comes in. That's not what I wanted to do. So as far as the numbers from here on out, doesn't matter to me. But my whole thing is I want to encourage as many people as I can, that if I can do it, all disabled and old and decrepit, then Anybody else
Okay.
can.
I want to
That's
address
it.
drops. I want to address drops for this. For this one reason, drops. You're not the only person that said that. How much tax can you write off a YouTube channel? Like what money you trying to like? Just don't say that. Please tell me what kind of tax savings off a YouTube channel you're
Your
getting.
time, you can write off your time too. So it's
What I'm
not just
saying,
the money, you
how
can
much
write off
money?
your time.
Once again, how much money? That's just talking. That's just this. Tell people what they can do as a tax write. Is you save yourself $2,500, $4,000 in taxes, or are you just talking just to be talking? That's all. That's what I want. I want people to start being transparent instead of just saying something and people going like, "What is that? You can tax it. You can do a tax write off. How much tax write off do they allow you for YouTube? What is the limit? 1,500, 500? What are you seeing from that? I'm just.
I'm waiting for him to respond. Tiny Tim says, I am known as a gentle giant, but I had to show a bully in high school. After 50 times I'd had enough. I picked up the bully by his feet, lifted him over my head, and dropped him on the head. Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I hear a lot of YouTubers, not to get on nobody, pick out nobody, but
Gail
yes, be
says
transparent.
more scraps and prepping and make more friends. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just
So that's
share
the thing.
what I'm doing. It's not about the numbers.
Yeah, you know, because I hear the same thing you just said, Anne-Marie. I want to, yeah, because what it is what is the purpose? Even if you can't get back at anybody, right? Because these bigger channels, they never say, but you're learning like MIG Garden. Well, y'all like that guy, MI Garden or whatever, right?
MIG Garden, yeah.
Garden, right. He don't have to respond. You're learning something from him. So even though you get super big and can't respond to all your subscribers, and I know that's a cliche that people are saying, I don't want to get big because I want to be able to talk back to my subscribers. But if your subscribers are learning a skill set that can improve their lives, why not? You know, you cannot control.
Yeah, so I would like for my videos to get the views, and I would like the subscribers. I don't care if they subscribe or not, but as far as the comments, it's like I still want to be able to respond to all my friends. I was with Jason Crocker when he had 200 subs, and then he suddenly blew up, and I'm a nobody. I mean, he didn't even remember me.
I'm right along with you. I'm right along with you.
I know, but I had to remind him. I'm like, remember getting the Team Edo mugs? And he's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah, that was me. But he didn't know who I was because he had got so big that he didn't have that tight-knit community anymore. And I like when people come into my live chats and I know their names because we're a community. We're friends.
Yeah, but here goes. Are you really learning anything off of Jason Crocker? This is what I'm asking you. What are you learning? Like, see, Gail Southern Living, coupon Galen, right? Yep. You're learning how to coupon. That's going to be, if you pick up what she's putting down, it's a life-changing skill set. You know what I mean? Like you're fixing up your home as a woman. I'm not saying because a woman can't do it. I'm just saying they're learning that women can be empowered doing things by themselves. Right. They can go out there, get raw land. They can go out there and fix their own homes up without a man. So somebody's learning something from you. And see, here it goes, drops. Here we go, drops. Been self-employed. We're not talking about self-employed. Now you talk about something. We talk about YouTube. So now you're going to talk about yourself, about self-employed. We ain't talking about self-employed. We talking about YouTube write-off. Get back to the script. Drops.
No, he is. He's saying he's been self-employed for 20 years. He writes off the office space, time, advertisement, anything in a video becomes a depreciation.
I asked about YouTube. I can write my business off. Hold up. I have a business also. We're not talking about his business. We're talking about the YouTube. Don't deflect from the YouTube. That's what I'm asking. Please explain the YouTube. How much money can you write off on a YouTube page? Not your other stuff. Not your candles, your candlelight business, not your frog business. I'm asking about YouTube.
He's saying if he has to drive anywhere to buy something for a video, it's a write-off.
You like the government right now.
Is to inform them.
You are not answering. I'm like the judge right now. Please answer the question.
He is. The time and gas to go and get stuff. Oh my gosh, he is answering it.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's
Because that's the
deflecting
kind
that.
of stuff I wrote off when I was self-employed.
I asked you how much. Is it $500,
Oh, how much?
$600? What would be the typical write-off for a YouTube channel? I don't care if somebody don't have a car. Okay, they don't have a car. They don't have an office space.
Roberta, I am so jealous. I want to go, but yeah, it's a 5-hour drive each way. Main thing about my channel is to inform and educate. Okay, hang on. I'm just catching up on the YouTube is just part of my internet freelancer business. Okay, I won a cruise for 2 on Princess Cruise Lines plus $500 cash using coupons. Wow. Now, see, I wouldn't want to go to Puerto Vallarta and all that. I'd want to go back to Alaska. Oh yeah, he's just asking for a ballpark.
I wasn't asking for your personal finance. I didn't ask you about how much you made. Don't care how much you made.
Okay, here you go.
I wasn't asking you about your personal finances situation. That's what I kept saying. Stop telling me about your business. I said, what can you write off as a YouTube? What is the limit? Everything write off has a limit. I can write off my uniforms, $500. I can write off my chicken feed for X amount. That's what I was asking, not your personals. Let's not get personal here. I wasn't getting personal.
You're writing off your chicken's feet?
Yes.
Their claws?
Well, because they're business. My kids own the company.
No,
I don't do nothing about a company. Huh?
I thought you said the chicken foot.
No.
What did you say? Oh, the feed.
The chicken feed. The money that I spend to buy the chicken feed is a write-off because the kids own Egghead Eggs Egg Company. Egghead Eggs own company. It's a company. Okay. But they're pets, but they are write-off. You can only write off about $500 on the fee a year.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking. I was not asking about his personal, how much he make. I didn't ask that. What is the amount the government allow you to write off on a YouTube channel? Maybe I got to say it that way.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's just like you got children. Child income credit is a credit that the government gives you to write off your children daycare, whatever. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, I'm not asking for his personal business.
My land taxes used to be $600 on 5 acres. Yeah, see, my land tax is going to be about $70. I'd have to do the math, but it's going to be cheap. It's going to be under 100 for 2 acres. And Kale's laughing about my chicken foot. Guess I got to clean my ears. I redeemed 10 coupons for Ortega salsa when it first came out back then. Is that the one made in New York City? No, I'm kidding. I thought it was a scam. Redeemed coupons anyway to get the salsa. Then I received mail informing me of my win. That's awesome. I really could stand to learn more business-wise. Me too, Christy, because I wrote off stuff when I was doing the handyman business. I don't know where Microfarmer went, Mr. Ho, but let's see. No, when I was doing the handyman business, I knew we could write off our expenses to and from the place, any losses that we took on a job. Like if we had to spend more time than we had originally bid, stuff like that, we could write it off, but I'm still learning. Your taxes may go up when they reassess the property after they see the mobile home on it. Yes, it will go up. And I already know that. They're going to come out next year. They're going to see the house. They're going to assess it based on the house on it. And then I get a homesteader's credit on this one property that the one parcel that the house is on, and it zeroes it out. My taxes on this property will be $2 a year then because I'm living here. So, because it's my primary residence. And then I think they erase the $2 because I'm disabled. I don't know how it all goes, but I'll find out.
All right, Nikki.
Year.
Nikki, see you later. I'll see you on your live, Nikki.
So yeah, I'm still learning taxes out here because it's completely different here than it was in Washington. And Washington is completely different than California. But I'm still learning it all here. Like I think I have to pay taxes on the mobile home because it's an auto, but I have to find the VIN number to do that. Yeah, like I said, I'm still learning about taxes, but one gets penalized for improving property. You do, but in Arkansas, they have a homesteader's credit. So, and that credit maxes out at $250, I think, or was it $350? And it basically erases the property tax for that property.
See how you explain that? You see, Anne-Marie, you explain that? That's the question I'm asking. Like you said, it bounced out to $250, whatever, right?
Yeah,
That's
but
what
I don't know what the maximum tax is that we could write off when we are doing the business either. So it's just something that you plug in and then it comes up and it says, okay, you've met the maximum. So he may not know that, or he may not, and it might be different for each tax bracket. And if he discloses it, then you're disclosing income that he might not want to do. So I don't blame him. Yeah, I just know the property tax here. I don't know anything. I want to start a business and I need to learn all that. That's on my list of shit to learn in Arkansas. It's ridiculous the taxes my sister pays in Oregon, but they want to be with grandkids. The Washington property tax is not a fee I ever want to pay. I mean, and then it goes up every single year. It increases. So, and yeah, no, way out there. You're paying close to $1,000 a month for property tax out there if you have any sizable amount of property. Not worth it. You got quiet, Homer.
No, I'm listening to the people with the taxes. I pay out the caboose. I pay taxes out the caboose, but it's all, it is what it is. Connecticut is one of the highest tax-paying states besides Canada. I mean, California. Between the three
I don't know.
California, it's Hawaii, California. I believe after that it's New York and what's the other big state?
Okay,
New York and Connecticut. Those are the big three, the big four. There might be a five on property taxes.
I know that
we pay taxes on our cars.
California, the property tax wasn't as bad as the car. When I went to go register my car, it was like $600 a year to pay the tags on my car. And then when I went to Washington, it was like $30. So, and out here it's like $30 or something. It's really cheap. But in so in California, I don't remember the property tax being as high as it is in Washington. That was just astronomical.
Yeah, like here. It's astronomically here.
Yeah, when you're talking $8,000 or more for 15 acres, that's too much to me. You're paying almost $1,000 a month to own your property. That's insane.
Hey, Red Road Homestead, how you doing? Yeah, and that's what I said when I think we was in your live. Was we in your live when cultivators are here? Because we're from New Hampshire and Cape Cod, Boston, and Connecticut, New York. The taxes over this way is crazy. It's like when we hear people when you said the $7, $100, $600.
Oh yeah, I know.
Shit, I'll jump out of an airplane with a sheet that pay that type of taxes.
Yeah. Gail says, I won't make enough this year to write things off. I have only gotten paid twice. Next month will be my third check. Still, the thing is, Gail, write off all your expenses. Anything, if you go to the store to buy stuff to make a video, write that down. Because when we first started our business, a lot of it was, we were buying tools or buying a car or whatever. And then we didn't have enough income to write off, but you can write it off. It was like up to 3 years or something, or maybe it was 2 years that we could write off back for the money that we put into it. So, you buy a new camera for YouTube, you buy a ring light, any of that stuff, write it down, keep track of it, because you may not be able to write it off this year, but next year or the following year you could. Hi, Lena, Red Rose Homestead. Let's see. Chuck says, I did not get your email. Just say it. I ain't scared. Tell me what you two came up with. Oh, I will talk to you about that. I'll talk to you about that behind the scenes. Let's see. Send link. Okay, hold on. Let me get this over to, let's see if I can do this without crashing. Oh, wrong one. Gosh, golly. Give me a second here, guys. And Gail, if you want to come up too, just say the word and I'll send you the link.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you sending links behind the scene. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not putting them up in the chat because anybody that wants to come up, just send me a link, but you have to show your video, your face live and moving before I let you in. Okay, let's see. De-dum. If you don't like paying $10 a gram for your pot, grow your own. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Microfarmer learned that.
Yeah. Yep. I donate.
It depends on your state too. It does depend on your state. What was that loud noise?
They ain't putting nobody in jail for pot. You know how much for jail time? You got to have a whole lot of pot to go to jail.
I'll be right back.
Slap on the wrist, go home, have a nice day. Pay that little fine, little cheapo fine. You got to have a whole lot to actually be sitting behind bars with marijuana, cannabis. You got to have a whole lot. Usually it comes with a fine, little nonsense crap. Don't do that no more. But most of the time people get busted because somebody rat them out. Some family member or somebody y'all have dealings with ratted you out. They're not wasting their time chasing down small weed operations. That's too much waste of a time.
Hey guys, how's it going? Just got up this morning. I'm lazy.
Oh my, it's morning.
Lazy.
2 hours behind
I'm just lazy. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
I'm basically retired, I just kind of do my business on the side and do whatever the hell I want. People pay me money.
There you go. That's the way to do it. You gotta get money.
My main business, I every year I file as an internet freelancer. Okay. So it covers a wide variety of stuff, not just YouTube. But when you're talking about YouTube, if you you can write off your office space, okay, up to 300 square feet a year, blah blah blah, stuff like that. If you drive anywhere to do your business, you keep the mileage, you keep the time, and you have per diem. You can write all that stuff off too. And anything you use in YouTube is in a video because you're actually doing YouTube as a business. You get to write it off in depreciation of like over 7 years. You can write it off all at once, or you can write it off every, half of it this year and half the next. Like, I'll take, since I use a lot of computers for my business, I have like 3 workstations because I do a lot of coding, web design, IT stuff, all that junk. I manage servers for many clients. And they have their own clients where they actually have real businesses where they're doing more than $2 million a year, So I have all their payment systems and all that stuff I manage also. If I really want to, I could siphon off and go to some tropical island for the rest of my life, but too honest for that. So
yeah, but what I was saying is like if you have an accountant, he's gonna tell you the government's only gonna allow, just say for the year, the government's going to allow. They don't care if you spend $4,000 on uniforms, right? Whatever, right? The government's only going to allow $2,500 for uniform for the year. They're going to only allow $500 for boots, like winter, whatever protection gear. It's a limit of what. Yeah, people say you can do this at tax write, but it's a limit of what can be tax write off. Like $1,500 would be the ceiling. You max out $1,500, $500. You have a. That's what I was saying. Not the other stuff you're talking about, not your personal stuff. Do you know the max out number for a person that's doing YouTube by themselves, just YouTube? Maybe might use their car. They're going to allow you to go a certain amount of miles a year on your car, and everything has a limit, like 5, 10,000, like not even 10,000, even that. It's either like $1,200, $1,500 for the year, like that. That's what I was asking. I wasn't asking.
Well, that's personal write-off. If you're actually business, it's a totally different story. I mean, come on. I mean, you got to have X amount of feet in versus feet out. I mean, as far as for your chickens, production and stuff like that, I mean, they can't limit that, for Christ's sakes. You know that for sure.
Yeah, they give you a limit. That's what I'm saying. Like if you have employees, like they'll say you got 20 employees, 10 employees, 5 employees, 4 employees. Now, technically, I got 31 employees. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you.
But a flag will go up in the air. Huh? What
They go
happened?
like this.
The chickens are not people.
What?
Chickens are not people.
There's a thin line. I keep telling people that's why people go to jail for tax evasion and fraud. There's ways of getting around certain things that you technically got 31 employees.
I've been in 20 years. I've been audited twice, Homer, and they ended up finding out they owed me more money.
I don't want her to call me a hoe. I'm gonna say Anne-Marie. The thin line of staying outside drinking a Pepsi and eating steak, or being inside eating bird food.
Yeah.
So a lot of people. Neona Helmsley learned that lesson. John Gotti learned that lesson.
Well, technically, what I do is I actually funnel my business.
Go ahead, Drop.
Right.
Well, technically, what I do is I actually, for a lot of my freelance business, I'll go to these freelancer sites and I actually signed up for them. And I usually try to keep it on the minimum where they actually even report it to the IRS. But I do report everything I make to the IRS. So I'm covered there. I'm not dumb. I've been filing my taxes for 20 years. I don't use an accountant. And I've been audited twice. And they found out, well, I brought them paperwork in. They audited me. They ended up paying me more money back.
Well, and the thing is with business, you're writing off your business expenses before they start to look at your you take your income, you write off what it costs you to run, and then you're taxed based on what's left over.
Yeah.
So I don't think I don't think that there's a maximum. I don't remember any maximum for
because you never hit it. Because you never hit it, probably.
Well, what you're talking about, Homer, though, is personal finance and filing personal taxes. I file as a business. So I am the business. And legally, since all my let's do a little history lesson right here. Since legally your name on your license is printed in all capitals, you know what that means, right? We haven't even touched that one.
Okay, Chuckles. Thanks, Chucky. Thanks for coming in.
You are classified. Every citizen in the United States is classified as a business. Whether you realize it or not, you're part of the corporation.
Yeah.
This is a corporation. The United States Inc. is a corporation. You're a corporation.
They even have people show you how you can get money. You can get a loan off of your
bond.
You can
your
get
slave bond. Your slavery bond is what it is.
Yeah.
Your birth certificate.
All right, look at Robert's comment here. I got to add that to my stuff to learn.
Robert, it's a dark side to taxes, y'all.
Yeah, and you got to be smart about it. They'll screw you to the wall.
Have to file taxes, so I'm not worried about it yet. Now,
thousands of people go to jail every year thinking they out slicking the IRS. I'm just letting you know.
Oh yeah, they do. They try
to and please, everybody here, do not take this as an advice. Just take mine as a warning. Don't think you slick. Because you will be
financial advice, not a financial advisor. But
I'm not giving no financial advice. I'm just giving a warning. Watch what you listen to.
I don't mess around with taxes or any of that stuff.
I don't either. But I take every write-off that's available.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. You take everything that's available, but everything has a limit. Because you have a business doesn't mean your taxes are unlimited. Because you have your business taxes doesn't mean you don't have a limit. The sky's a limit. Everything has a limit. You might not reach it in your business.
if you're running at a deficit, then you don't have taxes on it.
Right.
Yeah, we got that part, Anne-Marie.
Well,
So
the one
there
thing
is
I
a
tell a lot, the one thing I tell a lot of homesteaders is that you're asset rich and you're cash poor. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you run that YouTube channel, I want you to be asset rich and cash poor because you'll pay less taxes.
Yep.
You know, oh, I made $500,000 last year and I paid this much of taxes. Well, you're an idiot. Why did you pay that much? You could have done it better.
Yeah.
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 You know, it's like
Yeah.
the one thing is you need to take
Let
advantage
me
of
see
every
if I
tax
can
write-off.
change that. Hold on. I don't know if I can change it or not. Let me see. Nope, I can't change it, David, but you'll be able to comment again in a few minutes. I know that Possum Run is on a cell phone, and it's really too easy to block somebody on accident when you're trying to scroll in comments. I've almost done it a couple times. So, yeah, she timed him out on accident.
Ew.
Let me see.
Well, he deserved it anyway.
No.
Just kidding, David.
David Potter.
Yeah, but that was just text. I just wanted to just like, if anybody knew about that, but it's
There's
a little thin line.
out there. You just got to go do your homework.
Oh, I ain't got to do my homework. I know my homework already. I was just saying that, just what was the limit? Because I'll probably never bother with this YouTube thing, because if that was the case, I could have wrote everything off I did last year, and to me, it ain't worth it. I mean, some people it's worth it. They got to do it. I mean, it is worth it. It's extra dollars.
Yeah.
It's extra dollars.
Yeah, it's actually worth it to write off stuff for depreciables for YouTube.
But if you're not doing a certain amount of numbers, is it really worth it? That's why I tell people, like, people want to go get chickens, right?
Right.
When do chickens become unprofitable to you? Like, my chickens are not profitable to me at all. My chickens are not profitable at all.
You pay more on feed than you have income coming in. And
No. It's just there are pets. So I don't sell my eggs like that. We don't sell our eggs like that because sometimes we just give them away to the doctors. They give us a donation. So it's not like I'm in the business of giving eggs for every dollar. So they are considered our pets, but at the same time, they do provide a product that people want. So we don't ask for actual pay. It's donation. So what is they take care of the girls at the end of the year, what you want to call a donation.
Yeah, exactly.
A donation to the cause. So that covers the cost. Do we get money every time we hand over the eggs? No, we get donations at the end of the year as a donation to the girls. So it's a nice, pretty donations from doctors and people, family and stuff. But I would tell people, like,
how do I get rid of all these eggs?
Exactly. I just I just gave 12 dozen of eggs to one person. That's how many eggs you're going to get with 31 hens every day. There's at least a dozen of eggs out there every day, 7 days a week. By January, that production will slow down more likely. But last year was fluky because last year they actually didn't stop. They just kept going. I don't know if it's because they're young and they just were vibrant or the atmosphere they was in. They continue to lay. They probably stopped laying heavily for about maybe 30 days and went right back into production.
Depends on the breed. And depends on their age too.
Hold up, David, it had nothing to do with you. She was scrolling with her phone. And sometimes when you click on the person's name as you scroll, the stupid thing comes up saying, do you want to time them out or something? Because she's a moderator and there's not enough room on the screen to close it out without timing somebody out. So not your fault at all. You did nothing wrong. It's all good. Possum Run just needs
Christy, you see Christy Bates, she said, well, I know my accountant did real well for me legally with deceptions.
Depreciation.
Depreciation. Hey, it's all about the accountant too. Now, if you got an accountant, they can do some magic number movements. They can do some magic number movements.
Well, like with
you're
a camera, right? I upgraded my camera, and then I pay insurance on those cameras too. So that's all a write-off. There's a lots more write-off, but I'm not going to make enough. The camera cost me $500. I'm not going to make enough to have to claim anything from the YouTube because my expenses were more than what I made for this year. Because there ain't no way I'm gonna make $500 this year.
Yeah, I bought a camera. It's over in the corner here, but that
next
corner.
I might just buy one of those ones that go up in the sky. That way I won't have to write off.
It gets depreciated every year because I use it to record YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's a write-off. That's all I use it for.
Yeah.
IRS.
There you go.
But there's several write-offs. If you have a separate office space, which I do, you can write off up to 300 square feet. You can write off all your expenses. You depreciate whatever you buy for YouTube videos. I mean, and you're talking about personal finances versus a business finances, which is totally different. But you don't file personal things. I mean, like I said, I go through a lot of freelancer sites that I use, and I've had clients for 5 to 20 years, and so it's a steady income. Most of the eggs I give to the food bank. There's only like 450 people in this small little town out here in Washington State, and there's a small food bank down there. Usually they have to drive to Moses Lake to get stuff and blah, blah, blah. I just give the eggs to the food bank and write them off. This is how much a dozen of brown organic eggs cost you at the store, and I write that off, just like, and feed in, feed out. You had all those receipts that you save. You write that off your total income.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not personal write-offs is what I do. I don't do that because I'm a business.
Yeah. But that's a lot of people here in the channel have not done that. A lot of people here have YouTube channel have not made their YouTube channel a business. So somebody put a video on how to make a YouTube channel a business legally.
What they do is they get a little check and and then they have to pay taxes on it. And it's like, no. Get the crosses out. Wow, that cross doesn't go very well. Get the crosses out. You're spending money to do these videos. You're buying stuff to do these videos, and you're making a business out of it, but you're not getting the return off of it. You need the write-offs. You buy a camera, write it off. Depreciable.
But first you got to make your YouTube channel a business. You know what I'm saying? Because you create a YouTube channel doesn't mean you're a business instantly.
Oh yeah, you are. You're a business because you're actually striving to be a business to make cash flow. If that's what you want to do your YouTube channel for. Mine's more about education.
When you get your IP, when you get your number from your
tax EIN number, you mean?
Yeah. Where you get it from?
Yeah. Get it from the IRS.
That exactly what I just said. They gotta make their YouTube channel a business.
Yeah,
from the IRS.
Exactly.
Huh?
And if anybody doesn't know what
security number,
if anybody doesn't know what an EIN number is, it's a number for a business, and anybody can apply to get one through the IRS.
That's
an employee identification number is what it means.
Yeah.
EIN. And it's wise to get one to separate your business from your personal finances as well.
That's what I'm saying. So, because a lot of people use terms, right? Terms, and people are going to just sit there and go, but if you don't explain the whole thing, you give a half a story out there and tell people, listen, you need to go to IRS. You need to go get a number for your YouTube channel. So say Possum Run Homestead. If you want to make that business, go get Possum Run Homestead IEN number. So she can write that off as a business. Any improvement she does to that homestead will be a business because she's running a YouTube channel. Like you said, whatever she does.
There's also, if you have a certain amount of acres, you have to check your state. If you have a certain amount of acres, you can qualify as a farm business, and there's more write-offs. Unless you're in Illinois, they're going to screw you to a while because they're not going to give you that sales tax thing write-off anymore. They're just going to keep the money. So you don't get to write it off in Illinois anymore. So I wouldn't homestead in Illinois anymore. That's for sure. Or farm there. So
I don't really think you have to be monetized. There's a way around that monetization. Okay, here we go. For situations for me, you can write yourself a check, as far as I'm concerned. Like,
I
it's
did write to send myself a check. Last week I made 10 grand off the stock market. A little fun account. I don't touch my retirement accounts,
yeah.
you know. And so I made 10 grand. I paid myself too, and I reinvested it back into my little corporations. Because this year I'm going to have to file an S and a C corp because I'm going to need a credit finance for my business, and I'm going to need a C corp, and then I'm going to do an LLC underneath the C corp. There you go.
See, these are videos. I know Homestead Credit said there are videos out there, but if you're in this community, maybe somebody in this community that knows those ins and outs can make a short video and say these are the 3 or 4 or 5 steps that you need to do to make your YouTube channel a business.
Yes, and
Okay,
I also
let me respond to Roberta real quick, where she says, "How do you make it a business? I'm not yet monetized. I thought we had to wait to be monetized." You do not, because, and this is what I know from when I did the handyman business. We did not make money the first couple of years, but because we were a business, all the stuff that we had to buy, or all the stuff, the gas money that we spent, all that stuff, we were able to write off because we were a business. So we weren't making money on it for the first couple of years because we were putting so much money back into buying a car that we could use for the business, or, buying pressure washers and just all kinds of stuff that we made it look like we weren't making any money off of it. And we weren't, because we were putting it right back into the business. So even though you're not monetized on YouTube yet, you're still putting out expenses for it. So make it a business now, and then you write it off as a loss each year, but you can continue over that loss into the following years if you did make the first year. So you don't have to wait for it to be monetized. Make it a business now.
One thing you can do right now is you can write off your laptop. If you buy laptops, I turn mine over every 2 years. Okay. So I take the half the first year and half the second year, and then it's out the door and I got new laptops. And it's a business expense every year that I do. I mean, but there's so much more.
You see what Roberta said? Roberta said, that's what I was saying. Somebody need to break it down simply that knows the ins and out about YouTubing or making it. You see, Roberta had mentioned, say, you guys know all the terms. You're speaking of it all jibber jabber going over her head.
Roberta, the best thing that I can tell you to do is to do what I did when I first was starting this business, because I knew nothing. I didn't even know how to get a business tax ID and all that. Is go talk to a tax accountant in your area and say, this is what I'm thinking about doing. How do I do it? And they will walk you through it. I don't know the ins and outs for Arkansas. I had to learn it for California. Now that I'm in Arkansas, I have to relearn it. It might be totally different here, but we had to go get a fictitious business name thing first, and then go apply for a tax ID and all that stuff. So it might be different in Arkansas. I don't know. I'm going to be starting all over. I have 2 tax IDs for 2 different companies that I own. I would love to be able to use one of those for what I'm doing here. But I don't know if I can do that because it's filed in California. So, and then there are fees to start a business. I remember we had to pay some fees to get the fictitious business name and all that, but where can you find info to read, to have a guide to know how to do all this? Our book, it's going to be different for each state, unfortunately. So I would say start with the state of Arkansas and find out how to get a fictitious business name in Arkansas, and then go from there.
Just file online with Delaware if you're actually a non-physical business. I mean, if you're just doing a YouTube channel, you can file in Delaware online. There's some states where you can file your business license online. It's a few bucks, and then you just go ahead and apply with the IRS. After you get your business license, you print it. I mean, like Georgia was easy. You could go and get the same day, you could print it out, then you could just send it into the IRS to get your EIN number, just like that.
See, Roberta, this question right here is something that you would ask a tax person, because they can tell you what you can write off and what you can't write off based on what your business is now. Some of the tools that I have in here are tools that we wrote off as a business, and then, I inherited them in the divorce. And so now I can't write them off again because I already wrote them off for that business before based on my income for that business. So I would just go talk to a tax accountant, and they can tell you exactly what steps to do, and they shouldn't charge you. It's just a consult. The tax ID is federal, but I think my fictitious business name is only registered in California. I know, file in Delaware.
Now, if you do business like actually selling products and stuff like that, you do need to file with your state and local and city. You can't just get away with filing in Delaware. I deal mostly with.
If you're writing off a homestead, then you need to do it in the state that homestead is in, not in Delaware.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
But I would say go talk to a tax accountant. Ours sat us down. They said, here, do this, this, and that. And that's what we did. We were starting 2 businesses at once. And yeah.
Yeah.
Physical business is actually, a pain in the butt. But
I would say YouTube is, I would say, the baseline, but like they are recommending, go find an accountant in your area who does business to be sure. YouTube to me is a baseline to get some information where you might need to go. Yep. Don't take a lot of people's word, because a lot of people probably don't know the stuff, but they say things and you might misinterpret. But like Anne-Marie said,
oh,
go to your tax people accountant.
Yeah, I've actually, I'll say this, I've actually helped and been part of a 501c3 in Atlanta to help refugees. And I filed that, pushed it all through the IRS. I didn't have any attorneys to do it. I did all the work myself. But then again, when I was going to college, I worked for attorneys.
So see, he should have been the first one to say, go to the accountant. If Woody went to the police, this would have never happened. If Roberta would have went to an accountant, this would have never happened to her.
Well, you also, when you go to an accountant, you want to make sure they're fiduciary, because then they're bonded to actually act in your best interest. Not all accountants are fiduciaries. Okay. So you want to make sure you have somebody that's actually bonded, that if they screw up and you get in trouble, they're the ones that go to jail, not you.
Yeah, exactly. They're signing their name on it.
Yep, exactly. Fiduciaries, only 15% of accountants are really fiduciaries. So you want to ask them that question: are you a fiduciary? If they're not, walk away, because legally they can really put you in harm's way if you're not careful.
Yep. I like the outside fresh air. I love it.
Oh, come on, man.
I'd rather live under a bridge.
What's the matter? You don't like a pickup game in the pen there?
Yeah. That's all I'll just say. But that was okay. But
for a fiduciary consult, I have no idea, Roberta. The only way I would say is call them and they'll tell you over the phone.
Find out who's the fiduciary in accounting. And they also do stocks. Fiduciaries do stocks also and stuff like that.
I would say to somebody, my advice, my opinion, not legal opinion. There's nothing legal about what I'm about to say to nobody. Is that nobody's that big yet, I think, to worry about playing with YouTube as a tax write-off. Now, if you selling candles and anything else besides YouTube, leave YouTube alone.
Yeah.
I would say that. That's my advice to anybody. Do not play the YouTube get rich game. I'd rather say, if you're going to sell perfume, crochet, whatever you're doing on the side, rock with that.
But can't you include all that in one business name?
Unless you're actually doing like 250,000 people as subs and you're making,
I just gave my
X
advice.
amount of dollars. Yeah, you gave
advice.
Your opinion of your personal finances. This is not financial advice. This is not.
Yeah,
he's not a financial advisor.
So
you got to make sure you keep saying that all the time, Homer.
Yeah. That's right. If you're not making no big bucks from YouTube, I think just leave YouTube situation alone. Pay that little $20 or use your cell phone like I do and call it raps and do what you do. Do not entertain using YouTube as a write-off.
If you use your cell phone, it's a write-off. The internet services are write-off. The phone services are write-off. If you use it for any purpose for your business, it's a write-off, just like your laptop.
Only a portion of it. You can't write off all your internet unless you're only
Yeah, you can. You just have to have a personal phone. Then you can write off all the rest of it because it'll be. In my case, all my other phones are personal use in case the internet goes down. I have backups for the internet because I have crucial things where a client might contact
Hey,
me at 2 in
Roberta.
the morning.
Hey, Roberta. Aren't you confused right now, Roberta?
Yeah, we're gonna water glass you today. You know, you're just
Yeah,
another.
hey, you're gonna have to go take
Talking
2
about
Tylenols right
about
now, Roberta.
podcasts. We went from
You're
positive
gonna have
to
to take
chat.
2 Tylenols, Roberta.
Yeah, we're gonna water glass you with the rest of the eggs. Don't worry, it'll be painless.
Roberta.
So if I buy a new chair,
Yeah.
then that's a write-off, right? Because this one's
Roberta,
killing my
look at this as a Thanksgiving table. After you eat your second plate, back away from the table, Roberta. Just make it like a. That was a lot of information, Roberta, and I know your head's hurting.
I just got started. You want to hear everything?
I
mean,
you know that's
I'm
about you,
trying to write it all down.
Yeah,
I
you know, I was trying to
best
explain the
place is to
shortages
go
and what the
talk to
game
an
they're playing.
accountant.
You watched that video I did on the shortages, didn't you? Did you all watch that?
On the
Which
what?
one?
The shortages on my prep channel.
Oh yeah. Then you went over. You got another channel. You said right? There's another channel you sent us to.
Oh,
Or was
yeah,
that the, wait?
I
I
got.
saw that one you're talking about, but then I went to
How
something
many
else.
people?
Then
Yeah,
you
I
had
was
a link, right? You had a short, but then you had a link to something.
Club.
Yeah, it was to my prep channel, and I talked about how they're actually manipulating the economy, and we're doing the same thing to the Chinese that we did to the Japanese.
Oh, okay.
And you'll love it because it'll make sense to you when you actually hear what I have to say.
No, I'm not saying back down, Roberta. I just said my personal opinion, advice is to wherever you at, go check an account. Just roll in there with a cup of coffee and just ask. Because I'm saying right now what Drop is saying and Anne-Marie is saying is probably confusing the beanbags out of you.
Yeah, it seems like common stuff to me, but I mean I've been doing it for so long, it's just it rolls off the tongue. And if I was say I was a brain surgeon like my friend I went to school with, Kelly Foote. He's a neurosurgeon, and he starts talking about all this stuff, on Facebook, and I occasionally go to Facebook, but half the stuff he's saying, I got to look it up, because I'm not. Probably my weakest skill was actually medical,
Okay.
So
All right,
if you're a doctor and dentist, I'll kick you in the door.
Roberta, enjoy your grandkids. Don't let these two put you behind bars. Enjoy your grandkids, Roberta. I'm just saying.
But generally, I spread my business out as a broad internet freelancer, and I do all kinds of things. So there's all kinds of write-offs and all that stuff. I don't generalize it. And if the IRS ever wants to ask for a lot of my income, I can say, "What do you mean?" But I can show them.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. When you're talking generally to somebody, never you should be talking your personal finances.
Yeah,
never.
We're going to talk nuclear. We're going to talk nuclear physics here in a minute. So it's
I'm about to get out. It's been 2 hours right now, and I ain't gonna be doing. I got to get going. It's 3:00, 3:08 here. Wow.
Yeah, I need to get rolling too.
Yeah, it's been 3 hours. It's 2 hours we've been here.
Yeah,
I need to eat.
And that's the same thing. I need to eat, and my girls need to eat. Mom is asleep because mom got to work tonight, and they've been kind enough to hang out with dad for a second. It's 3:00, so we definitely got to go get something to eat.
Oh, fine, leave me.
So,
hey, Missy, how are you?
You're just gonna leave me.
I know.
No, Drop can hold you down if you want to. Listen, get your watch hours. Like I said, I'll be around. I'll be around the whole day.
Got my watch hours.
I mean, I'm saying whatever you want, whatever you do. What I'm saying is for anybody, I'll be doing lives now because I was baptized yesterday doing a live. And you was correctly with the analytics where I went over, it has now 215 real time. But then when I looked at the other thing, it says 198, 197. But when you went over to YouTube Studio, like you was telling me, 215.
215
Views.
Views,
Well,
yeah. You have to
I'll
look.
tell
You
you
have to
about
change it to lifetime. So you drop it
lifetime.
down from the lifetime of that video. So you go to that video, and then you look at the views, and then you drop it'll just show you the views since published, and you change it to the views since lifetime, and it'll tell you everyone that was on the live plus since published.
Oh, hold
on. Homestead Aquarius says, do your own research. Accountants will cost money, and that is a deductible, I'm sure. Reach for your dreams by taking steps each day. Others have done it. Yep. Ooh,
Yeah,
what do we have for dinner, Missy? Now the dog has to go out. Bless his old heart.
Yeah,
Been
bladder
there, done
problems over
that.
there, right, Christy?
Her dog did.
Well, you asked me to explain what about taxes and stuff, and so I
Yeah.
got up here to do that.
I don't want to talk about taxes. That's depressing. I want to talk about uplifting. What are you doing today to ensure that your dreams are coming true tomorrow?
Talking to
That's
Anne
what I
Marie.
want.
Talking to Anne Marie, y'all.
Ooh, tacos and roasted potatoes.
Yeah, but that was the
Mary
thing
Did
that started out before we got to text. But yeah, going back to that was, your goals for the next year, your goals in the next week or so. What are you hoping to accomplish or change about yourself coming out this year? A lot of things that people went through this year. I mean, that's a good conversation right there.
What
well,
I'm
basically,
constantly learning. Go ahead, Drop.
Well, my basic thing is that I'm collecting enough cash to buy another place with cash, and I'm going to file it as a business, and I'm going to just be a renter. And I'm looking towards the homestead. I almost bought 12 acres yesterday, but I'm looking at Oklahoma, Missouri, maybe parts of Texas area, and I'm going to start a homestead, and I want to start a hatchery, and I want to grow seeds and sell seeds.
See, there you go. See,
and retire.
That's what it is.
Officially. So
do what you want to do while you still got a chance to do that, Homestead Aquarius, because that's not going to happen no more. That's going to be a cliche that's gone, and you're not going to be able to do what you want to do anymore in America. Let's let that be told. Now, make more friends and make some money. That can still work. Yep. But that friend thing, you got to worry about that friend thing. You know what I mean? You can make some money, but making friends nowadays, you never know.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstabbers out there, and they act like a friend, then they get you, and it's like
they get you. They come as they friends, but they really foes. They're not really rocking with you.
They're
but
fake.
You can make some money now. You can make some money.
Yeah, you got to watch
out. Your enemies. My rule is to turn your enemies into your allies. Trust what I tell you. It works.
Zombie
got Harvey on board.
Hey, Zombie Prep, what's going on?
Oh,
hey, that live was a pop-up live, y'all. That was an unscripted situation, and it got me back in the groove a little bit about that, but it is what it is. Like I told anybody, if you see my live, everybody's welcome to come up, as long as you're respectful. We can talk about anything. It don't make me no difference. I like to talk a lot, since you noticed that now.
Yeah, Robert, I think trying to make money off of YouTube is like trying to sell on eBay. Good luck.
Well, at least I don't plan on making a profit off of YouTube, but at least it'll help cover some of the expenses of the internet or the cameras or whatever. So
yeah, it's a write-off.
But am I going to make a profit off of it? Probably not.
And Anne Marie, go get you some beehives and sell honey.
No, I don't like bees.
Oh, she don't like bees.
The only reason why I'd want to make money right now is to be able to finish the house faster, but I'm okay if I don't make money.
So here it goes. Go ahead to Home Depot, Lowe's, and Jonesburg. Get you a deep freezer and raise rabbits. You got enough land to raise rabbits now.
I want to raise rabbits, but first I want to finish
you can sell them to the meat man. That's a store in the South.
Yeah.
Meat Man Market. You know what that one is?
I don't.
Because to me, rabbits right now is becoming almost the new chicken.
Oh, I believe
You know
it.
what my father called those? You know what my father called rabbits, and when he lived through the Depression, they called it four-legged chickens, and
Oh,
that's because most people were raising them because they're easier than chickens to raise for meat.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to be raising rabbits. Whether or not I will be processing them, I don't know yet, but I'm definitely going to be raising them meat rabbits. Why are so many people competing to make friends and getting nasty and busting their butts to make friends? I'm not busting my butts to make no friends. I mean, God puts the people in my life that He wants me to be around, and sometimes I just need to
see,
back away from some that aren't a positive influence in my life.
Yeah,
that's a great.
if they're negative energy, get rid of them.
Yep.
Get rid of
Yep.
them.
See, Homestead and
walk
Chris,
away.
you took it down so quick. But that's
Oh,
what I was talking about earlier. That's what I was talking about earlier. If my rule to thumb is this: YouTube, a lot of us, some of us probably grew up with each other. I don't know, but most of us have not known. We just know each other from YouTube and this StreamYard stuff and YouTube videos, right? But it's so much nastiness that's going on that, like Homestead and Chris, why are so many people are competing to make friends? I have enough friends that I'm trying to get rid of some. You feel what I'm telling y'all people? I'm trying to get rid of some. I don't even call some of them no more to even wish them happy birthday anymore. You feel me?
On Marco, I have too many friends on Marco. And some of it's like,
No, I'm talking about.
And go, no, I can't even. I haven't talked to her in 2 weeks, and
I have so many real friends I grew up with that I'm trying to get rid of. So any new friends, I'm like Drake right now. No more friends. I mean, yes, YouTube friends. That's where it's at. So yes, I left YouTube because it was overwhelming a little bit for me. Because then I realized, what are you getting upset about? These people you don't know. My wife got on my case about it. You don't know these people. You didn't grow up with them. They have their own opinions of what they feel about you. Yes.
Yeah, and I've been avoiding a lot of these prepper channels, by the way, because a lot of them are negative and they're like doom and gloom, and then they turn around and call each other shills, and it's too much negative energy, man. It's just, and I've let it known. There's just certain preppers I don't like because of that fact. They're just a fear-prone seller, you know, and I ain't gonna.
Yeah, some
I want you
titles. It's like, you're not gonna click on that because I don't want to live in fear. I just
and some of these homesteaders too, you know, they go like, "Oh, you won't believe what happened. It was a terrible mistake," and I'm like, "Okay, here we go."
Yeah,
clickbait.
I don't even click on them. Homesteaders, how you get there is important. Don't hurt people, help people. I agree 100%.
Yep. All day long.
And if it's negative, I just walk away. I don't care what, I have to be very careful what I allow in my life. And
it's like Sean over at North Shore Preparedness. You know, he always says, "Don't ever look down on anybody unless you're helping them up." And I love that guy for that, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah, because people are not going to like you for whatever reasons.
Look at what Robert says. Hey, Harvey.
Hey, Harvey, how's it going?
Well, Harvey's here. Oh, shoot. Holy snap. What's up, Harvey? I was about to leave, Harvey. Yeah.
Now you got to stay. Harvey's here for you.
Harvey. Harvey, I was on live and Jan said you went to sleep. We did a pop-up live, Harvey, man. Oh, it was so fun, man. 4 hours, Harvey. But Jan said you went to sleep. You must have went in early.
I watched part of your live. I just kind of lurked because I was busy cooking.
All right, Harv. Have a beautiful day, Harv. Next time I catch up with you, I'm gonna let you know when I go live next time because I do want you in the chat. I do want you in the chat or come up with a mask, or you could do what Drop is doing right now. You see how Drop don't have a face thing? Doesn't matter, man. I did the live yesterday. It was a pop-up live, Harv. So thank you for we having a beautiful day. You have a beautiful day, Harv. Take care, man.
That's because I got one of my vices I'm doing right now is chewing tobacco.
No, I'm just saying. I want Harvey. I want Harvey to come on my live.
Okay, look at what Black's Tropical is saying. I was just talking about this earlier. I understand clickbait, but I want people to know what the video is about and watch because it's what they thought it would be. My problem with clickbait these channels that put out clickbait titles instead of the title of what it is, you're like losing the opportunity to have searchable content for people that don't watch your video. So, you know, I'm not going to go, oh, look what I did today as my title. I'm going to go, hey, look, I installed solar lights. Because then people are going to go, you know, I want to learn about solar lights. And guess what's going to pop up is my video. So I hate clickbait. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
less likely
check
to
those out.
click on something if it's a clickbaity title. I'll just keep scrolling.
You check
Yeah,
out
like
those solar lights.
clickbait.
Those are great lights, by the way. You know, I use them all the time. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And I looked at those ones that you sent me the link to, and those were stair ones, but then it referred me over to the ones that are for floodlights from that same company. So I have them on my list.
Wait.
I have no problem with YouTubers making money. I don't have a problem with YouTubers making money either. I just don't see myself ever making a huge profit. That's not why I'm doing
Listen,
YouTube.
I don't care. As long as you making money, I don't care if you selling only fan page. It doesn't matter to me. Your money is your money. Get your money up. Get your bag. If anybody hates on another person making money, it's retarded. I'm just telling you off the bat. I don't care if you're selling. I don't care if you're selling reused crayons. If somebody's going to buy it,
you should teach, inform, educate, and prepare people, and that means to prepare them financially to help lift them up out of where they're at. Because when you hold people down, all you're doing is holding yourself down because you're trying to stand on somebody else's shoulders, and you're not helping anybody. But and you're not even helping you.
Christy says clickbait wastes my time and is insulting. To me, it's insulting themselves because they don't feel confident enough in what the content is and their thumbnail or whatever that they have to go put this clickbaity title up there to try and get people to click it. And I guess I'm anti-advertisement, you know, stuff. I just don't follow it. Yes, I usually use real pictures of myself or my husband or our plants or whatever we're posting. I know I haven't figured out how to people go and get those pictures for free and use them for a thumbnail. When they get 100,000.
Yeah, Canva.
Exactly, David.
Canva. You can go to Canva. It's easy to design logos and everything else there over there. I mean,
yeah, Robert here. Tragedy on a homestead ain't a dead chicken. Exactly.
Yeah, you know, one of the videos I did recently was by request by Crazy Ed. It was that simple 12-volt DC solar system. And I've had people ask before, so I decided to do one. So that's why I did it. And I just titled it Simple 12-Volt DC Solar System.
Hello, Miss Gail.
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't say, oh, no, I messed up on my 12-volt solar system, you know, and it's like that, you know, all that drama, you know, it's just like,
well, you know what? Okay, Drops, I have a question on that because I have an opportunity to buy 2 solar panels for $40. And then I guess all I need is a 12-volt marine battery, but do I also need an inverter?
Yeah, you're going to need a controller too. And there's a, for a simple system, you have a controller, you have an inverter, you have a battery, and you have some panels. And depending on what the battery is, 12-volt battery, you want to put the solar panels in series, which doubles the current. And my other video that I put in the box below has more detailed on how to make cables, how to configure the wires, the solar panel arrays, the battery arrays, how to choose wire, size wire, and all that stuff. A lot of good information in there for somebody that doesn't have an electrical background, you know.
Well, and okay, so if I'm not, the inverter is what changes it to 110 power, or
right, it goes 12-volt
okay,
DC
so if
to
I'm
120.
just using a 12-volt light, then I don't need an inverter. I just need a controller.
Correct, but you want to make sure that you actually the controller will knock the voltage up above 12 volts. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a DC to DC transformer that's actually keeps it at a constant 12 volts or whatever your system requires. So what I want
to do is I want to use these 2 solar panels to run a 12-volt pump and a 12-volt light for my outdoor shower. So I can just get the control. Oh God, I'll have to message you on it because
a controller will charge the battery, and then
Anne-Marie, just go get you some tiki torch and put them outside your outdoor shower. That's
No, I
all.
want the hot water out there. Wait, let him finish. Get what?
Don't forget the hula hoop and
I already built the shower. Come on, guys. So
I know.
if I get the panels, I just need a battery. And what else?
What I would do in that situation, Anne-Marie, is that if you want to use it at night because you need light, just put some of those lights that I showed you.
I have some of those in the shower.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
And
So,
it doesn't work?
but I don't think those are going to last long. So that's why I'm saying, no, I'm going to be mainly using it to run a 12-volt pump that will pump the water in my shower through the hot water heater.
Yeah, a marine battery is good, but it's a deep cycle battery. There's some lead acid batteries that are better than a marine battery, but there's also well, these lithium ion phosphate batteries, which are also LiPo 4, they hold a charge longer, and if it's not sunny for like a couple of days, you still got a charge on there. You can draw them down 90% of what they're rated for. A marine battery doesn't have enough amp hours in it to really, you can get a trolling motor, and basically you have to look at the amp hours. You probably want something at least 100 amp hour battery. Okay.
Okay.
Because you take the 12 volts and multiply that by the amp hours, and that gives you 1280 watts. And a lot of people don't size their system to their battery size to the system that they're using. So it's
yeah.
Thank
But
you,
That makes
Emerald.
sense.
Thank you, Emerald Dreamer.
the controller I did and the solar system I set up, the simple 12-volt one, you can
I'll
run
see
it
you
at
later,
24.
Christy. Thank you. Sorry.
And the charge controller is 80 amps. So you can run at 12 volts, you can run up to 1 kilowatts of power out of it. Now, I don't know what your pump is requiring. Did you look at it? I know it's a 12-volt pump for your thing, right?
Yes.
And did you look at the
But no, I didn't
amperage?
look at it. I
gotta look
actually
at-
sold that one, and now I'm going to buy another one because I sold that one thinking I wasn't going to use it. But if I could do it on solar out there, then I don't have to run electric to the shower out there. So,
Yeah, honestly, you could go totally off grid, and an MPP solar unit would probably do much better for you. You could actually get two of them, pair them together. I know that's about $3,000 for the real big ones, but you can get split phase, or you can get 3-phase out of that along with 120. But you really need a battery system too, and that's probably the battery's going to cost you the most, is what I'm going to say.
yeah, I figured that.
Anne-Marie, how many people's in your life?
13.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what it says on here. Here, let me look over here. Yeah, 13. Yeah, I'm just for that out there. That solar stuff, I would just use it either for the shower on occasion. It's not gonna be my main shower or nothing. Or
Right.
Maybe for a light in the chicken house or something, so that I don't have to run power out there, because that gets expensive too. So
Yeah, there's also a place where you can buy used solar panels. Forget the name of it. It's
that's
in
what I'd be
Arizona.
buying. No,
You can-
this guy has two solar panels for 40
100
bucks.
watts, 100 watts, or what? What wattage
Yes.
are they rated at?
They're 100
So
amp,
they're
100
okay. So when you parallel them together, you get 200 watts of power. So you add 100 watts plus 100 watts. It's in series. If you put them in parallel, you still get 100 watts, but you have less current, just higher voltage.
Yeah.
You'll end up getting 24 volts out of it. But
Anne-Marie, I would suggest you, to look. I know a lot of people don't do Facebook and stuff, but if you go on Facebook Marketplace in your area or around your area, probably because y'all live out there in the boonies, maybe 40 miles, 50 miles away, you could probably find somebody who's giving away deep cycle batteries, which you might can get a set, or somebody who's changing out their old solar panels that can get you through.
go to golf courses.
Yeah.
Call up golf courses, because they change out batteries in their golf carts all the time.
Oh, there's a couple golf cart places out here that work on golf carts. So, Emerald Dreamers, just wondering, was it expensive to get your home moved to your location? For me, it was. I found out later that it should have been a lot cheaper, and they should have tied it to the foundation, which this company didn't. So I would say check around with different companies, but I paid $3,800 to go state to state. And it was only 60 miles, but it was still from one state to another, or 68 miles or something like that. But so I would say if you're looking to move one, check around with a bunch of different companies. Don't just go with the first one that says that they can move them out of state, because I learned my lesson there.
You know, when you get ready to get in a couple solar panels, if they're good, that's fine. You know, you can always add more solar panels. But
Yeah.
if you have any questions, you got my email. Just email me,
Yeah.
and I'll let you know.
Well, and I'm
make
thinking I'll just go buy these and then set them aside for a while, because it's not something that I need right now, but it's something that I would want for the future. So, and I'm still learning. So
Because you might could look into, like I said, there's companies that swap out for new systems, but the old system still works. It's just they have a contract with certain people, and they actually take those solar panels down to put new ones up, but they still work. A lot of times you can get them dirt cheap, like, and you can get you a whole row of them and lay them on top of your trailer. I mean, on top of your trailer, your mobile home, and lay them up there facing the sun. And if you want to, try to set up where you can actually tilt them. You know, due to the movement of the sun, you can tilt them or turn them a certain way. So you want to try to invest in that. They got you now that you can look up on YouTube how to make it mobile where you can turn it to catch the most sun.
Videos on that. I just need to understand. I actually went to a conference on solar power and generators, and using solar powers to power generators and stuff like that. But it, like, most of it goes right over my head, or it leaks back out. I have tons of notes on it, and if I go and read those notes again, if I don't apply it, then I forget it.
You know what I would say, Amber, you got so much work to be done that you just got to do like I did when I built my home in Georgia. You got to prioritize. You just got to say, I got to finish this, then I'm going to move to this, and I'm going to move to this.
On it, because there's so much that I'm only focusing on these 3 things right now, and then I'll start adding more, because those things have to be done first. And then after that, I'll go, okay, now what's my next priority?
Yeah, because that's what I had. I was running like a chicken without a head, doing the house. And then I realized I was just running amok. And then I learned every day, complete something, complete a task every day. And the house got done like that. When I was going over here, messing with this, going over there, messing with that, going over there, messing with that, nothing was really getting done. So stay on one section, get it done.
That's what I'm doing the stuff that has to be done outside, because I'd love to be able to, you know, just go do all this decorative stuff outside, but that is not, you know, I just thought of another one I got to put on here because that would have to be done.
The easiest thing to do with is just get a couple solar panels, and you can buy a little charge controller for like $10-15 for the cheap ones, for anywhere from like a 10 amp to 25 amp.
See, I'm Zombie Prepper. You saw Zombie Prepper. Sorry, Zombie Prepper say you can get some nice some panels.
I'll have to check into it.
Don't buy new. Do not buy new. Buy
no,
used.
No. I don't buy much new at all. See, now you guys got me thinking that now all of a sudden my stupid list is getting longer, and it has nothing to do with solar.
Do you have a marine battery or anything like that?
I do not right now. I left those in Washington.
Oh boy.
I left my wallet in El Segundo. I got to get it. Got to get it.
Washington. I just, but yeah.
That's
no, I had a
spare
battery out there, and I left it there, and didn't even think of it. I was just trying to get out of state.
Hey,
I got it. You flee.
Anne-Marie,
I don't blame you.
It's behind you. Never look back. Keep going that way.
Yeah. I'm like, what's behind me?
Never look back. Forget what you left back there. Go forward. Yep. Go forward, my lady. Go forward.
I ain't driving across the state to pick up. I even left the dog's kennel. I don't have a kennel for her because I left it.
Why you need a kennel?
You don't, but I'm trying to get a puppy, and when I get a puppy, I'll need another one. But I'll just buy a drive back to Washington.
The older dog is going to teach the baby dog what to do and not to do. They have their own language.
That older dog's gonna be sleeping at night, and the baby dog's gonna be chewing on my electric cords. No, it will be crate trained. I ain't no dummy. Been there, done that. I just get a solar generator and put these panels out to charge it. Yep. No, I did it. It was probably like 7, 8 years
Okay.
ago that I went to that conference.
And I gotta go.
Yeah.
Nice talk to you. I gotta
Okay,
go.
Ho.
All
Okay,
right.
Ho.
See you later, Omar.
You gonna keep doing that to me. All right, Emery, I gotta go. Drop everybody. Take care. Enjoy. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy your holiday. I mean, not the holiday. Halloween. I said holiday, right?
I don't.
So I'll see y'all soon. And I'll probably be on. I'll be on a couple of lives when I get back. But I gotta go. Everybody's hungry in the house right now.
All right.
It's feeding time. It's
I'm gonna
feeding
go
time. All right, later, y'all.
those kids before you start. It might be worth looking into local builders recycle center in your area to save cash on materials. There are tons of them, and that's exactly what I'm looking at. I mean, there's some things that I'm like hesitant to buy from
I wouldn't spend
used
any
or
money on a
whatever.
solar system until you're ready to, just figure out what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even have a battery, so why waste $40?
Well, and I don't need it right this moment. My one of the things I don't want to buy used or from a solar place is a shower pan. Like if I buy a shower pan, I'd be terrified they'd be cracked and cause more damage later or whatever. So, there'd be like a little tiny crack in it or something. So, but I am looking for either a bathtub or a bathtub size shower pan. And yeah, I'm kind
Well,
of
I would.
to buy that secondhand because if it's chipped or whatever and a tiny bit of water gets through, it could cause lots of damage later.
I would check with people that lease apartments, that lease houses and stuff like that, to buy and lease them, because they might be doing a remodel.
Yeah, I watch for it, and there is a Habitat for Humanity restore, stuff like that. So yeah, but sometimes when they tear those out, and then you're moving them and whatever, yeah, something with that's going to hold water. My kitchen sink is going to be stainless, so I'm not worried about that. But something like the shower, I just have to really look it over really good because I don't want to wind up with something, like I said, that's going to cost thousands of dollars later because there was a hairline crack in it or something that I didn't see. So, but everything else, like I got the doors for in here they were like $8 a piece for my indoor house doors. Closet doors I got for free. I'm constantly watching Facebook Marketplace and stuff. I just stopped looking at it this month because I was trying to save all my pennies this month to get this land that was next to me.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but now that that's all taken care of, now I can go back to. I mean, I didn't even want to spend the gas to go and look at the stuff and pick it up, or because it's usually about an hour and a half away from me. And
I can see where picking up those Esther lots is a good deal for you, because then you don't have to worry about neighbors that much. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, right. That was super important to me, is not having any neighbors. So
yeah, you don't have to worry about neighbors.
I'm not planning on buying up, the whole neighborhood or anything. I just want within eyesight. I don't want any neighbors. That's why I came out here. So
the lots across the street from me, they're going to put some houses in. I'm like, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm going to sell my 6 residential lots and get out of here.
Yeah. But no, now that the house, I mean the land thing is over with, now I can prep a little more. Like I didn't even fill up my propane tanks, my extra propane tanks, because I wanted to save every penny. And so now I can like breathe a little easier, and I can go, okay, I can go fill up all my propane tanks and be ready for winter. I can purchase more food now and be ready for anything. So now I'll start prepping more and just have more stuff in case.
Well, how hard is it to get power pulled into the place? Do you have power pulled in? I don't remember if you do or not.
I have power now. That's what I already have power here.
Okay, so
that was one of the first things I did.
Well, I guess it makes sense since you did the panel.
Yeah. Now I have I have electricity here. It was never my dream to go off grid, mainly because of the cost. I knew I couldn't afford to be completely off a grid. And I didn't know enough about it to want to do that. But like I said, for the chicken coop or something further from my house, then yeah, instead of running power to it, I'd rather just
Oh yeah, well that
do
simple
that part.
simple solar system that I put together on my video, it's more than enough to power the lights in a chicken house. You can do a lot more with it, you know. Um,
Okay, thanks, Robert, for coming in. I'm probably going to end this pretty soon, probably in another 20 minutes or so, just because I got to
yeah,
get
I'm
up
ready
out
to
of this
go eat.
chair. I really need to get a new desk chair. This thing's killing me.
Yeah, it's a write-off. Get a new chair. It's a write-off, depreciable.
Yeah, right. Right
That's
off
what
if
I
you're
do.
making money.
Yeah,
You got to
but
make the money to write it off, though.
yeah.
That might be
Do
the
you?
first thing I buy with my YouTube check is a new chair. The Habitat for
Yep.
Humanity organization has retail stores that sell some of their donations that they don't use. Unfortunately, in California, here's what I found out about Restore in California and Washington. Some of those prices that they're asking for some stuff are way more than what it costs to buy new and Lowe's. I mean, when I go into a Restore and there are kitchen cabinets that were literally ripped out of a house and they're damaged now because they were ripped out, and they're trying to sell them for $700 or $800. It was like, yeah, not going to happen. So I was really disheartened back there. I haven't looked at the prices of kitchen cabinets at the Restore out here, but I'm sure hoping that they're a whole lot better than the prices in California and Washington. Oh, really? Have you been to some here in Arkansas yet, Roberta? I'm just curious what they. Oh, thank you, Emerald Dreamer.
Well, I'm starving. I'm going to get off, and thanks for having me up on
Okay,
the panel, Anne Marie.
thanks for coming up with me.
Have
I'm
a great day.
probably going to end this. Okay, you were back in Ohio. Um, yeah, I guess I need to drive out there and go look at them. I've been to are decent other than appliances. Well, I already have all my appliances, so I don't have to worry about that. But and then most of the stuff that I need for in here is like sheetrock and uh flooring and stuff like that, and I'm not going to buy that at a Restore. Um but I already have my closet doors. In fact, I was thinking today I could have built the closets in here because it's so windy outside. But as far as like building out the bathroom, I already have my bathroom sink. I just have to find a tub, and I don't know. I guess I could go to the Restore and see how much they are there. Here's the thing: when I bought my tub with the complete surround in Washington, this was 3 years ago. It was $500, and then I went to Lowe's to look, and now they're like $1,000. Well, I ain't spending no $1,000 on a tub for in my bathroom. That's just insane to me. So that's why I was thinking a shower and then doing tile, or I'm not even sure yet. I go to Goodwill and the Salvation Army and thrift stores, and I'm shocked at how high the prices are. Some are higher than brand new. Yeah, I've seen that too. It makes me crazy. I don't know. And then you see these videos where people go into a thrift store and they buy stuff for 50 cents. I have not seen anything for 50 cents in a thrift store in ages. But when I buy jeans, I'm not going to go spend $35 on a new pair of jeans when I can get them for 99 cents at a Goodwill. It's just not going to happen. I'm not, I guess I'm not that much into fashion. As long as they fit and are comfortable, well, I don't care that, they were used. Anyhow, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. And I don't know, maybe I'll get my closet built. We'll see. I have to decide if that's exactly where I want it to be. Hello, Harvey Black number 2. We're actually going to be closing this out here. Jeans are $5.50 at the Goodwill there. Wow. I know I went with my sister. That was in Washington, and we wound up getting them for like $1 a piece. But I haven't even done much thrift store shopping here. I did go and buy some curtains for the house here at the thrift store, but they're just like these bright orange ones where they back over there. Those things are horrendous, but they were like $1.50 or something. So it was cheaper to do that than to buy them at Walmart and to cover the windows. And thank you, Harvey. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Yes, they are that price unless you get the tag. Yep, exactly at 50% off. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, guys, and go at least try to get something done today. It's already almost 3 o'clock, so I don't know that I'll be doing much. But I will, excuse me. I will probably see you all on the live streams tonight if my butt can handle sitting in this chair any longer. So you all have a blessed day, and I will catch you later. Thanks for coming in.